Angie Kid, Grave Kipper. It's midnight, it's always midnight. This will be your right ear, this will be your left ear. Going to be doing the game news. Gaming news, going to be playing Genshin Impact, of course. Playing Genshin Impact. Playing Genshin Impact. But first of all, I'd like to bring you this bit of game news. Sonic Frontiers fans, the fans of Sonic Frontiers, I don't know who they're, where they're, who, what. The fans of Sonic Frontiers, I don't know who they're, where they're, louder, aren't I? What? A bit louder. The fans of Sonic Frontiers, I don't know who they're, where they're, louder, aren't I? I'm alright, I'm alright. The fans of Sonic Frontiers, I don't know who they're, where they're, stop messing. I don't know. I'll just say this, I don't know, like, I thought Sonic Frontiers, let me just check this out on YouTube. Let me just check Arlo Sonic. I thought Sonic Frontiers was this one that was, Sonic Frontiers, there's his full review. Didn't he do a, Arlo did like a reaction to it earlier. Sonic Frontiers looks cool, he said. Oh no, it looks cool. I thought that he said that it was an asset flip. I just looked like it was full of like, I remember him saying that. Maybe he took it back because Sonic people get angry, but it doesn't look very good to me. Anyway, Sonic Frontiers looks like a load of dog shit to me. Running around as Sonic in a badly constructed open world. It looks like a load of shit to me. Like, you compare this to Genshin Impact. I mean, look at it. It looks absolutely rubbish, doesn't it? What are you doing? Just run around, collect some stuff. I mean, let's be fair. That does look rubbish, doesn't it? And like the assets and the graphic style. Like Sonic's obviously got its own colourful 2D graphic style, and they've made it 3D, but they've lost all the style that makes it Sonic. They've gone for a more sort of Apex Legends first-person shooter graphical style, haven't they? Apart from Sonic himself and the rings and the light-up stuff, but the majority of it looks almost too realistic to be a Sonic game. Like, those rocks don't look right in Sonic, do they? Might just be me and my taste, but I think this is just totally a mishmash of different graphical styles and themes. It's a mishmash of themes, that's the word. And that's because they've got no real thinking, you know, no real design to this. It's just like possibly the worst of all worlds, maybe. I haven't played it, but it looks awful to me, so I never will. But and I'm not big on graphics. It's not about graphics, it's about gameplay in games. But this looks awful, doesn't it? You can just see what they've done. Cheap, and they've made a cheap game. That's what they've done. Made a very cheap game. And it doesn't look like worth buying to me. Anyway. Sonic Frontiers fans are convinced Genshin Impact is bribing its community for TGA votes. Jeff Keighley even had to address accusations of bribery and botting in his Reddit AMA. There's a corruption controversy rocking the Game Awards. The Game Awards, that's TGA, the Game Awards. So it's stupid as well, isn't it? Because, as we all know, the Game Awards, and most awards, like if you ever see any awards, like your Pride of Local Area Awards or whatever, you pay to be in them. You pay for a table at the ceremony. You pay to be a special partner of the whatever. You know, you pay and then you get an award, and it's a marketing trick. It's not, talk about corruption, the whole thing is corrupt. They're not handing out awards to whoever's best. Trust me. So things got so heated, Jeff Keighley addressed bribery and botting in today's Reddit AMA. I haven't even seen that. Oh, it's producer of the Game Awards. I thought it was someone from Genshin Impact. No, I forget that. They're just going to talk a load of nonsense. Producer of the Game Awards. They actually run the... this is a bit loud for me in my ears. Turn that off. Bin that off now. Bye. Relaxing music. It's not that relaxing. The Game Awards people, they're going to say they're not bribing. They're not... yeah, okay, I'll believe them then. Holy shit, Miho must have promised Prima Gems at some point. We just lost that lead to Genshin in 7 hours. So people that like Sonic are posting on Twitter that they want to win this award. It's pathetic. Like, in my mind, that's pathetic. If you play the game, who are you, Malik? you're not, if you don't produce Sonic, or if you're not part of the, you're actually playing Pokemon, you idiot. Yeah, you're playing Pokemon, so I don't know why. Unless you're on the production team, you shouldn't care. You really, for Sonic, you shouldn't care. And let's remember as well, let's also remember that way back in the day, we had Sonic versus Mario, and all the idiots like Sonic, and all the smart people like Mario. You might not have been there back in the day. I was. Everyone who thought graphics were more important than gameplay, they liked Sonic and Sega. And anyone who thought gameplay was more important, they liked Nintendo. And Sega, everyone goes on about the Genesis, the Master System. That was up against the Nintendo NES. No, it wasn't. It was against the Super Nintendo, wasn't it? And the NES was against the Master System. No, there was an overlap. The NES was against... I had an NES. My mate had a Master System. Then they got a Mega Drive. And I didn't have a Super Nintendo because it took ages for the Super Nintendo to come out. Let me just check that. UK Mega Drive release date. That was 1990. And UK... SNES release date was 92, so it's 2 years difference. So I'm right, 2 years difference. For 2 years, the Mega Drive, the Genesis, was out, and people were playing Genesis, and they were like, "Oh, my Sega's better than your Nintendo." Yeah, it was better than my NES that had been out since the 80s, 86. Yeah, it was better than my NES. Yeah, a little bit on the graphics, but not on the gameplay for some reason. And then the SNES came out 2 years later, blew it out the water. Blew it out the water, absolutely slaughtered it. The SNES was better than the Mega Drive, the end, okay? And Mario and the Mario franchise and all that was better than Sonic, because eventually Nintendo bought Sega. When Nintendo bought Sega, that was a simple misunderstanding called stock market chaos. Nintendo bought Sega. So we all know who won that battle, don't we? We all know who won that. Mario's better than Sonic. The end. Like, get over it. That's a load of dog shit compared to Genshin Impact. Like, you compare it to Genshin Impact now, like, that is like, would you rather eat a steaming pile of dog shit or a lovely, nice, yummy, yummy vegan nuggets? Like, Genshin Impact is brilliant. This One, two, check, chuffy, 1, 2. Just a little break in play there. Just obs being shit. That's all that was. Yeah, I was just saying though, do you think Nintendo would do this to their beloved creation? Like, Nintendo would not put Mario through a cheap asset flip, would they? So we all know that Sonic is dog shit, and comparing it in any way to Genshin Impact is like stupid, isn't it? Oh look, he's happy that he's in the article. Look, he's happy that he's in the article. But the idea that Genshin Impact and Sonic might be comparable, it's just stupid. Sonic Frontiers is like... Sonic Frontiers is training wheels. Genshin Impact is a half pipe. Like, just come on. Don't be stupid. And what they're actually talking about, though, what they're really talking about here, if I go on Twitter for Genshin... What they are talking about is, look, 3 hours ago, a thank you letter to all travellers. Thanks to your support, Genshin Impact received the PlayStation Partners Grand Award. We will be giving out Primo Gems times 800 from December. Thank you for your support. So what they're saying is that because they won an award, and again, I think they buy the awards. I think anyone can. I don't think it's about, you know, it's about buying space at the award ceremony and tables. It's a marketing trick. Fucking headphones. It's a marketing campaign. We all know it. You know it. I know it. We both know it. If you don't know it, you better get to know it. It's a marketing campaign. Next time you're at your local, you know, you're at your hairdressers and they say, "Oh, we won the local Pride of Stratford Award," you think you're a fucking wanker and you paid £6,000 for that. You know, if you think, "Oh, I won the Schwarzkopf Hairdresser of the Year Award," you do have to be pretty good at hairdressing, but you also have to be in the know and know a few friends and have spent fucking loads of money on Schwarzkopf colour this year. Honestly. So the idea is here that Genshin Impact have given out a reward. Look, they've given out a reward because they've won an award, and then people are saying that they're bribing the community for votes. It's stupid. They give out pre-modes because they're kind. And then, like, it's bribery. Oh, botting in the Player's Choice Awards. I think its fan base is activating to support a game, or a game promoting its nomination to its fan base. This is part of the reason we don't have 100% fan voting in the main categories. However, he promised that TGA would be looking into this now. So they don't want fan voting because it could, you know, twist the vote. You could cheat the vote with fan voting. Not that you'd be cheating it with your corruption. It's been interesting to see which games played. I mean, I think it's stupid anyway, because Sonic Frontiers is top of the player's voice category. Yeah? So what? Like, the majority of players are idiots, aren't they? Like, and let's be fair, you're not if you're watching this, but, you know, average intelligence. Let's have a look at that on a graph. On an image. So what you see here is I'm at this top end. I'm over this way. I sit about here on the intelligence level. Been measured when I was a kid. Went to grammar school. I'm up here in the top 2%. Most people are in this middle band here, aren't they? They're in this middle, where the bell curve goes up. Most people are there. Yeah. But what's funny about it is behind that, at the bad end of the scale, between, I say bad, I mean it's not good or bad, is it? It's just nothing, but between 0 and 85, where you'd say you're not that smart. Between 0 and 85, you're not that smart. I mean, less than 70, you've got developmental disabilities. So anywhere up to this range, you know, on the as the way it goes up, you're underneath the average, aren't you? You're not the smartest. You're less smart than the more people above you. There's more people that are smarter than not as smart. So if you're anywhere on this scale, on this back end, then you're playing Sonic. But honestly, look, what the graph shows us is that the majority of people are not that smart. Like, for you to be above 115, 130, 145, it's only a very small amount of people. The majority of people are just average, close to normal, not that special. And then you drop down, and there's quite a lot, just as many dumb people as there are smart people. In fact, if you go from about here down, there's probably more dumb people than there are smart people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these 1, 2, 3, 4 bands here versus these 2 bands here. There's more dumb people than there are smart people. It's just a fact. And those dumb people seem to enjoy Sonic. This is all dumb. This whole story is dumb, isn't it? The whole story is dumb. The whole award ceremony means nothing. It's just a marketing exercise. The fact that Sonic fans might be angry because I haven't seen any evidence that Sonic fans are angry here. They've mentioned it in the article, but they didn't show it. They showed me a tweet here of somebody that's like tweeting. It's not that just to show them that they're angry. Maybe they're just making it up. It's a weird bit of news, isn't it? Are Sonic fans angry about Genshin Impact winning the award or having more people vote for it? I mean, also, you've got to consider this. Sonic Frontier. This is why the people at Kotaku are not that smart. Sonic Frontier's release... sorry, not release date. Sonic Frontier's number of players. I mean, maybe I should ask for downloads or whatever. All-time peak, 19,000 players. 19,000 Sonic Frontiers. 19,000. Right, now let's have a look at Genshin Impact. It'll be in the millions. 63 million. 63 million versus 19,000. So when you think about it, if it's going to be a vote and it's going to be a fan vote, yeah, like, you don't, like, a Mlik here is fucking stupid as well. They think they're losing the vote because Sonic Frontiers aren't giving out any rewards. But it might be, okay, it might be that there are like 60 million more people that enjoy Genshin Impact, and when you put it out to an audience vote, having a bigger audience makes a difference. I'm going to have to tweet that. I'm going to have to type that. 63 million Genshin players. I just put 15,000 Sonic players. And I just write that. That's all. I just write that. I'm not mean or anything. You know, it's obvious what the answer is, isn't it? And it's strange that Kotaku didn't pick up on that, isn't it? Because they're a video game journalist site. They think it might be botting, or they're responding. What one redditor went to say it's probably botting, and I've reported it as if it's news because I'm an idiot. What one redditor said. So rewriting what redditors say. Sissy Jiang, who's Sissy Jiang? Sissy Jiang, no. Any who's Sissy Jiang? You need to pull it. Is it a boy or a girl? Is it a real person? Any images of Sissy Jiang? Okay, this is Sissy Jiang, I think. Sissy Jiang, you need to pull your socks up here. You need to have a bit of a think. Like, you've written a really bad article. I think. Like, it's not a good article. Texan in New York City. What you've written what you've written for Kotaku makes fucking no sense whatsoever. And I'll just tell you that as well. I'll just copy this back to you. Copy, and then I'm going to tweet you. So how do I tweet you? Tweet @sisjang. Control V. Maybe it is not because of bribes, but more that Genshin has like 63, did I say million players? Sonic, maybe 15,000. Let me just completely check that because I'm about to post it as like a, thing. Genshin, live monthly players, last 30 days, 6389504. That's 63 million. Yeah. Or is it 6,300,000? No, 100,000. Yeah, it's million. Yeah. Okay, tweet. How have you got a job writing for Kotaku when you write shit like that? Honestly. I suppose that she's reporting, or they are reporting, that Sonic Frontiers are convinced that fans are bribing the community. So, fair enough, you're reporting what's being said on the social media. But to report back what idiots think on social media in your like mainstream news service is a bit stupid, isn't it? It's almost like you're not doing your job as a journalist. It's almost like you're not digging in and finding out and doing your own work. It's almost like just reporting back what people say on the internet, which is not really journalism. It's more like aggregation. So I would advise you to have a rethink. It's the most stupid thing I've seen on the internet for a long time. I'm glad I covered it. I'll cut that into a Ganji cut. Sonic Frontiers fans are convinced Genshin Impact is bribing its community for votes. And if it came down to who's going to put the money in, how about this? If it came down to who's going to have the nicest table at the awards, it's going to be Genshin Impact, isn't it? Because they've got more money than Sonic Frontiers. And you can tell that because Sonic Frontiers turned their game into an asset flip because Sonic Frontiers had such a small budget compared to Genshin Impact. They just used whatever cheap bullshit was already available to them in the game production software. It's just an asset flip, isn't it? Like, it looks as good. You didn't notice the difference between that game and this crappy advert. Like, look at it. It does look like shit. It looks like it doesn't match. None of it fits together. It's not a cohesive world. Why are there rings? They've made it almost feel like a 2D, 3D game, if you understand what I mean, by allowing you to just move in one, like, we're going forwards here, we're going sideways here. Like, you don't feel like you're really going full 3D here. Or you are, but you're almost on rails, aren't you? Make sure you go this way. Make sure you go this way. Look, go there. Go straight there. Don't go anywhere else. Go there. You're on rails. You're stuck on a fucking, like, training wheels. Look at the awful collage of textures. Look at how bad the textures look together. Like, they don't fit. Like, it's a sort of realistic sort of Unreal 4 engine game world with a blue cartoon hedgehog doing... Now he's grinding and sliding on these bars like we're playing Tony Hawk. That mechanic is just Tony Hawk's mechanic, isn't it? Grinding. So now he basically said, the hedgehog is basically Tony Hawk on a skateboard. And you can do things, look, you can do grinds. Well, that's so 1992. It's so bad. It's so bad. How can those people that like that... I suppose if you like that, then you're already a bit, aren't you? You're already a bit. So, like, if you like that, then you're already a bit, and you think Genshin Impact's rubbish and that's good or some shit. I don't know. Like, what are you doing? Look at it. It looks like a mess, doesn't it? It does look like a mess. Some people. And with that said, let's get into Genshin Impact. I do have to just... I've got to turn the volume up in my headphones a little bit, and I prefer it a little bit lower. Like that. What we're doing today, then, is on you if you turn up and tell me, or I will decide. First of all, I've got to pop my commissions. I mean, it's a big day for football today, and I want to get off about 7 o'clock, so... we're coming up to 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got about 3 hours. I'll bang out my commissions. If anyone turns up, we can discuss together what we're going to do. But it might just be one of these quiet weekend streams. No worries. I've done my Ganji cut. I'm enjoying myself. Like some people say, oh, it's streaming to no one. What the fuck are you doing? But actually, it doesn't matter to me at all. It feels like a live recording session. I'm honing my skills, and like some weekends more people are busy. That's okay. Like they catch up on the B-side. You catch me on my YouTube channel. You catch me on my wait, I'm climbing up something I can't climb up. Catch me on my YouTube channel later. All good in the hood. Gonna run out of puff now. Not got one of these to give me some stamina. There you go. Not vegan, but what can you do? Hurry up with your stamina. Let's get up there. Sounds like someone's ringing my phone which doesn't work, so why would you possibly ring me on it, you fool? This would be funny now. Hello? 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 Idiot. Like, they know the phone doesn't work, so why would they ring me on it? Like, obviously the phone doesn't work, so you can't ring me on it, you fucking idiot.
Everyone hold hands.
What am I even doing here? I'm not. This isn't my commission. This is my commission.
That's close enough. New punching bag.
Cut to the chase.
Where do you think you're?
I did check the broadcast yesterday because we had that chatter who said,
Speed of light.
"Oh, you didn't reply to your chat, so I'm not staying here. You're rude," or whatever they said. And I checked back. It was 8 minutes, and I was in full flow. I was concentrating. Like it's like someone turned up in chat now and started talking. I ignored them. It was their fault, not mine. They should have been more patient. There was one moment where I could have spotted it in between a little bit, but otherwise it was on them.
With sword comes shadow.
We'll have a look together today. I'll confirm it. I felt they were being entitled, and I'm glad that they're not watching.
Body and mouth.
Like, they want to come back and like show some contrition. They don't have to show anything. They can just come back and be normal, and it's okay. You know, I won't be cross with them. But
Don't blink. Hey.
I don't like to be talked to like that at the end. Who do they think they are?
Nowhere to hide. Incoming.
don't know if you know, but I'm a pretty big cheese around here. And Chisora Fury was dog shit last night, wasn't it? Chisora Fury was absolute dog shit last night. Totally unfair fight. Worst boxing match I've seen in years. Chisora Fury. Totally unfair. Fury seems to be on... Like, he's still taking the steroids because he keeps getting taller. I don't know what he's taking, he keeps getting taller. Like Tyson and Andrelone Fury keeps getting taller. So, and the fight was just totally unfair. Chisora never stood a chance, got his face beat up. They should have stopped it earlier. It was disgusting fight, actually. The word I would use for it is disgusting. Like, people should be ashamed of themselves. It was almost like cheating, you could say. I know Tyson Fury is a known cheat. You know, he's a... There we go, that's that complete. Tyson Fury is known as a cheat. He got caught for cheating. You know, banned for cheating. And, yeah, he's a known cheat. But cheating by setting up the fight so that you can't possibly lose because your opponent has no chance. Like, organising a fight that seems unfair because one of the fighters is drastically overpowered. It's just totally unfair. It was disgusting. It was just watching an unfair one-sided beating. Destroy the towers. Okay, I got you.
Wheel of life. Sharing my knowledge. Don't blink.
Focus on the towers when you've got destroy the towers, because those hilly churls will, unless you want the masks, in which case focus on the hilly churls, but those hilly churls will call in reinforcements if you kill them. Where's the other tower? Yeah.
Incoming.
And so, you know, rather than having extra things to fight, do the towers, commission complete, and then you can choose whether you fight the hilly churls or not.
Go. Rain outlines your fate. Hey!
I don't really need loads more masks at the moment, but I do need... you always need the masks. You always need the masks. But I tell you what I do need as well is I need Samachil. Let's just do that for fun. I need Samachil. So much stuff to remember, man. I need Samachil scrolls. So if I see any Samachils, I kill them. But one more commission. I've done 3 now, have I? Have I done 2 or 3? I can't even remember. Let's do this one. Hey, call me when you're done. Okay, that's... Well, do you want to talk on Discord now? Because I can't call you because my phone doesn't work. So I have to take the SIM card out and put it in the other phone, and it's a right fuck about. So are you on Discord now? If I open up Discord, yeah, obviously the entire internet won't be able to hear us. I can stop them from hearing us, but you reply to me that you're on? I can see that you're on Discord today. Mom's not coming home tonight. She'll be back tomorrow. Is that all? Is that all it is? You're not replying to me now. I'll start a voice call. Hello, can you hear me? Why can't I hear it? Input device, output headphones. I'm wearing the headphones, so why can't I hear it? One, two, check, check. And I can hear my output device. Yeah. So it must be at your end if there's a problem. Hello? Hello? Alright, I'm going to cancel that then. And I'll just go back to streaming. So that didn't work. I don't know what's wrong with them. I did assume that, you know, despite being told that one would come here and walk the dog tomorrow, I assumed that plans would change, because quite often in my family, people say they're going to do one thing and then just do something else. I did assume it. And it's a bit of a weird one, because no one's going to come here to watch England then all together, are we? We're not watching England football together. And you're not responding to me anymore, so... Great. That actually means I can open this door. Whoosh.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my
There's
lady?
so many local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy
And it's
more.
always, you know, like telling me these things at the right time so I can sort and plan and organise, you know, like 2 hours before they're supposed to arrive. Oh, they're not coming now. Oh, yeah, fuck it. Unless it's something important, you know. This one's a bard. We'll skip through what they want to say, because why do I look like I'm leaning forward? It fucking does my head in the way the cameras... I've moved the camera a bit yesterday because I was messing around with the cameras, and now I'm not sitting right on the screen. Oh, this is a boring one. So, there was that time in Mondstadt. And I tell him the details of what I did, and then he writes stories, and it doesn't... I just can't be arsed with it. I've already done it before this. Like, you know, it's a boring thing to do it more than once. Wait until the next evening, look. What a fucking boring quest. On the, like, what a really boring commission this one is. What a waste of everyone's time. Shut up, cat. I'm not being mean to the cat, but I've already fed her. Go to the cafe. This is the cafe. Do I have to enter it? I lean forward like this, and now I'm down here. What's going on with the fucking camera? I like to sit and lean forward like this when I'm playing, so why am I suddenly too close? Just fuck it. He tells a story in the... Like, he's telling a story. Ooh, no one gives a shit. Boring waste of everyone's time, that is. Now you're inside and you've got to walk out again. Have to wait for a loading screen. So, whose idea was that?
Add Astro. Thank you for. Add Astro.
Okay. Now we're ready to start the episode. But I'm in a bad mood now already, if I'm honest. Yeah, quite in a bad mood now. no response from anyone else, so I'll turn that off now. Here's our thank you, Primos, look. Nothing wrong with that, it's not bribery, is it? It doesn't even mention the one you can vote for. So on our quest list, we've got story quests. We did say we might do a full stream where we look for these. In fact, I might start doing that now. 9 pillars apiece. Might do that. Just feel like it. I might do it. Do what I want. It's my stream. So the thing that we're doing is we're going to create these... We're only a few... Where's my Joculus? It's Joculi. Did I not pick one up the other day? Or did I not get it? Oh no, I didn't get it because we had... Okay. So let's go here first. What we get is we get these... There's Geoculuses around. There's 7 left to polish off all the Geoculuses in
This
Leeway.
world is full of unsolved mysteries.
And if we get them all, we get a special stone, look. Statue of the 7, worship the statue. We only need 7 more of these, and we fill out the last one of these. And once you filled it out, you get this stone of remembrance here. And that stone of remembrance goes in a pillar. I've already done 8 of them, or whatever, there is 7 of them. We only need that last one, and that opens something up or does something. So it's on my list. It's hard to do though. Where are these things? So what you do is you go here, teleport waypoint. Oh, I forgot to fucking resonate. I've got to go back, idiot. What you do is you craft up, once you've done all your, once you've got your reputation up, you can craft this. It's a gadget and it shows me where the Geoculuses are, where the Homunculuses are. I don't need loads of flowers, although I do for leveling up one character, but I've got loads, I've got 300. Got loads of core lapis kicking around. Got loads of this, so I'll make these. We know that we need another, at least 2. Let's just do 2 now. We'll be back to make more. So you craft them, and they show you where the thing is on the map when you resonate with it. The last one we used showed us that it was over, and I marked it on the map so that I could go back to it. It was here. Between Mount Tianning and this teleport waypoint here. And I was flying down from Mount Tianning, which seemed to be higher, down towards it. It was a little trek up to the top of Mount Tianning, and I needed Geo Traveller when I got there, so let's do this. Resonate with Geo. At least I think I did. And then let's do it. Mount Tianning, where are you? Lost it now. So I need to climb up there so I can fly down. Or it's not fly down even, it's walk out. It'll all make sense when I get there. There's loads of crystals there that I want to collect, but I have to ignore them because we're on our way. And I will be killing these Samachurls because I need Samachurl kills.
I see everything. Incoming. Cut to the chase.
But other than that, I don't really care about the hilly churls, so I will be ignoring them. Hope they don't shoot me off the rock while I try and climb it. I mean, I do care about killing hilly churls, of course, but we're on priorities at the moment. Let's get me up here. Is this the overhang that I can't get up? Oh, for God's sake. Wait for my energy to recharge, my stamina to charge up again. Actually, I should tweet that we're playing, shouldn't I? Playing Genshin Impact live on stream, and then I want our channel. Cat, stop it! That damn cat today is, and last night, she's really getting on my nerves. When it's just me in the house, all the animals play me up a treat, I tell you. Let's use that one of Marilyn Monroe. Why not? Cat, please. There you go. So this is something I've wanted to clear off my list for a good while, and it kind of might count as grind because it's like a bit of a strange set of tasks in a way, like, you know, following these, finding these homunculuses. It's not really quest, it's not really story, but to me it's big, so we're doing it, we're having fun. We killed this the other day, we'll kill it again, no worries. Did I resonate with Geo? Yeah, I did, yeah, good.
This might hurt a little. The Temple of Wisdom. Starfall. Speed of light.
Can't actually get at it. It's gone higher up. Do you know what? Fuck that. I have to kill it, otherwise it'll fuck me up. Oh, for God's sake. I'm feeling like pissed off now with like patience. Like I feel impatient. I don't want to like cock around with this. But now I have to wait and cock around with this. It's my fault maybe for dropping that Geo thing on there because it encouraged it to go higher up. I can't get to it. It's got to come down for me. There it goes.
Wheel of life. Sacred name. Fortune preserver.
Where's it gone now, dickhead?
Rogue. Hey!
I shouldn't have used that. That'll encourage it to go higher up, won't it?
Don't blink. With sword comes shadow.
Didn't even hit it with that at all. Now it's doing its stupid high up thing. Of course, an archer would be handy, but I can't change my characters because I'm in combat, so I forgot this thing would be up here. I just have to wait for it to come down again.
Hey! Stop fighting!
Fuck off.
Go. Incoming! Got lucky that time.
Sometimes I feel like I might not be in the right frame of mind to stream, and it was alright-ish when I started. Oh, I've done that again. Don't do the star for me.
Crumble apart!
It was alright-ish when we started, but I've got more annoyed as we come up the stream. I'm gonna have to see if I cheer up. Right. So, you do this Geo thing and it does that. And then you go along the path, and at the end of the path, which is an annoying path because every time you go over there you stumble, you get here and you can't go any higher, and I can't jump and get it. Jumping doesn't work. So my guess is that I do this, and now I can jump and get it. Yeah. And the reason this was really annoying is because I came up here, didn't have the Geo Traveller, and then needed the Geo Traveller, and then you had to go and get the Geo Traveller. You had to go all the way down, get the Geo Traveller, climb all the way back up. So that took ages, and that's why it took ages. I left it, but now I've got it. So now we are gone to the wrong place. Let's go to one of these. So now we are going to worship the statue. Offer. 24 of 30, so we only need 6. So let's see how this goes. We should be able to clear these all up this stream. In my bag, I've got a resonant stone. There. And we use it. That's impressive. And what happens is it's on the map now. So we know that this Geoculus is in this circles. And hopefully we'll be able to find it, mark it, and the map will stay lit until we find it and mark it. Once we find it and mark it... Actually, I should remove that one that we just found. Delete. Thank you. And maybe while I'm out here, I should be using... Oh no, I've got two... I've just noticed it's down here. I've got 270 seconds to find it before it runs out. And also, look, here is a pillar that I can light up with my fire. I'm going to come back to this. No, I'm not going to do it now. 270 seconds, but I'm going to do this now because it's right here.
Leave it to me.
Where's the other one? 1, 2. Looks like they're going up a hill. Was the one at the bottom? No, maybe they're at the top. There it is. Thank you. Don't have to fight the things. Not bothered. Found the stone.
Wow!
Please.
I see everything. Speed of light. Hey!
Don't get my tits now. I'm not in, like... I know I like the combat and rah-rah, but I'm in it to find that stone, that homunculus, before the timer runs out. And now I'm messing about killing fucking slimes.
Got lucky that.
Opening box of Adepti-Trix.
Committed to memory.
Okay. Oh, there's one of these as well. I haven't done this. I'm going to mark this and not do it now, though. This is obviously an area of the map that I haven't had a good explore in for some reason. You know, I haven't picked through properly. But I'm over here. That is obvious, isn't it? I hit this, it flies me up, I get that. I missed it. Okay, I got it. Let's have a look at this thing then. Is this going to be a... okay. Exploding barrels means I want an archer. It's only got 30 seconds. So time is now ticking.
Leave it to me.
There's my last one. It's nice to pick up extra chests along the way. It's nice to be clearing out
Another target tracked down by...
If you look on the map, this area's got a percentage. Sea of Clouds, 96%. I think this counts as Sea of Clouds. It might be Kijong Estuary. I think it counts as Sea of Clouds. Sea of Clouds, 96%. You know, it's nice to be getting ever closer to that 100%. Leisha's 100% there. Over here, Windwell Highland 100%, Galesong Hill 100%, but still the mountains, Starfell Valley, Dragonspine's still got a look. Dragonspine's only 75%, which means there's a lot more chests in there. The Chasm only 66%, but generally I'm up to the 90s and 80s in most places. There's still a few over here that I can, you know, the desert's only 20% now, which is a surprise to me. But yeah, it's nice to know there's still some chests there, but when you get up to the 96% mark, it is tougher to find those last few, so it's nice getting that.
Lighter amber.
And I know now from my just that little bit of exploration that I probably came through here, discovered Leeway, and was more enthused and enthralled with Leeway and like Leeway Pool and all sorts of areas than this that I see as a bit of a transitory, a bit of a liminal space, a bit of a route through. You know, so maybe this area needs a bit more grind, and maybe I could find a few more things there. No worries. Right, next in my bag is another one of these. I've got 30 seconds on it before I can use it again, so I'm going to go back and create another one. I could create them all at the same time, couldn't I? Because I know how many I'm going to need. I've got 2, and I think I need 5. If I craft too many, that would be a waste, so I'm only going to craft another 2, just in case it's 4. And then, let's have a look. Oh, it's still on my thing, okay. Where is it? Ooh, that's weird. I wouldn't have expected this. It must be on this island here, mustn't it? Because it could be that little island there, but it can't be in the sea, can it? It could be floating above the sea somewhere, but that's weird to me. Didn't realise it was going to be out there. It's a bit of an issue, because I don't have a seafarer, wayfarer boat over here. Do I? Wave rider boat? Where's my little boaton? Am I going to have to swim out there? I don't know if I'll make it. We'll go and investigate. What a chuffer. No wonder I haven't got that one. Okay, we'll go and investigate.
Go, Spirit Buddy!
I don't think I swim all the way out there, do I? Let's see. I might be able to put another bit of stamina in if I don't make it, but this is going to be a weird one. It kind of feels like cheating. That I'm starting to warm into this now, so I'm starting to cheer up. It kind of feels like we're cheating because we're using these stones to show us where these things are, but on the other side of the coin, it kind of feels like I would probably not find some of these. Like, other than looking on the internet, remembering which area I've scoured, whether I've scoured this area or not. You know, once you've been around the game and you've played it and you don't sort of say, right, you don't say, I've found a new area. For example, this desert that we unlocked. Therefore, I'm going to need to scrape every little treasure and homunculus out of this place. I should start at the top left or the top right, and I should work my way down and across and down and across and down and across and down and across, like in a methodical system, so that I don't miss a single thing. That's not what happens, is it? You go in, you spread out, you have an adventure, you go around here, you're underneath this, you're in there, and you collect everything up as you go, and then eventually there might be one thing left over there, or one thing left over here that you didn't spot, you don't know where it is. So now you have to start methodically going left to right, top to bottom, and that is a chore, isn't it? Especially if, like, you're looking at somewhere like, you know, Min Lin over here, for example, 94% progress. What have I missed? Well, we better start up here, and we better go all the way along, and every single bit, and all the way through, all again, bear in mind that you've already been through all of these places and dredged every primo and scraped every chest, so it can be arduous. So I think it is actually better that they... Cat, will you stop that, please? No. This is not a toy. I don't know what you're doing, but it's annoying. Whoosh. So it is better that they sort of poke us in the direction, isn't it, on these last 3. You don't have to do it as well. You could, if you felt it, you could trawl through every area. You don't have to make these. It's your choice. It's not cheating. It's in the game. Like, if you wanted to make it a bit more hard and a bit more, like, you know, certain that you have to do... No. Alright. Come on. Right, Marlo. Close close this door because it's starting to annoy me. Whoosh. Right, are we halfway there? Because we're nearly halfway through our stamina. Have I got any more stamina in my bag? I've got one more of those. Oh my god. I predict we don't make it. I predict we die just as we get there. This is a really interesting one to me, actually, because in the early part of the game, without extra stamina food, you would have no chance, would you? You don't have the boat. You don't have... I mean, I'm hardly even halfway. So I need a full stamina top-up, really. That's not going to be enough, is it? Look. Is there anything that decreases my swimming stamina? Decreases all parties' sprinting stamina, gliding and sprinting stamina, climbing and sprinting. It doesn't mention swimming anywhere. So I'm just going to eat one of these things that hopefully will, you know, it doesn't mention swimming, but hopefully it will help. And if not, then we don't make it and I die, and that's that. I can see, oh look, I can see the homunculus. It's marked on the map about there. So that's a fuck up as well, because it's not actually on the island. So whether I jump off that thing and fly to it, or do I need to fly down? It might be that I need to fly here from the mountains. Or, you know, it might be that I need another route to it. I'm certainly going to die before I get here on the swim. Oh no, it's right in front of me now, look. What? It's right in front of me. So the map marked it as there, but it wasn't there, it was there. So maybe the map's not marking it exact. It's definitely on this island. And I'm dead. It's a good job I managed to cheer up a little bit before that happened, otherwise that would have really annoyed me. So my choices are, cook some stamina food so I've got double stamina. Swim from a different position, hopefully make it. Fly down from somewhere higher up, hopefully make it. Possible, not probable, I'll make that. Or get my little boaten, which you don't get till later in the game, so they didn't expect you to have the boaten at this juncture. It's not available to me anywhere here. I might have to get it elsewhere and bring it round. I'd have to like sail from here all the way up. Do you want to do a big boaten ride? So take the boaten across the seas? Or do I do stamina food and hopefully make the swim? I'm going to take the boat. I know it sounds fucking nuts, but I'm going to take the boat. I wonder if it'll let me. Of course it'll let me. I've seen people... hello, I just marked that on the map so I could go over to it and I can't see it. I know people who have got across this water on the internet with spurious means, like a glitch or a freeze the water.
I won't get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
I won't get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt, she said. So I'm pretty sure you can do this, but it just will take some time. It is what it is. It'd be nice if you could set a course and let it go on autopilot. But we are going to sail this little boat. And it's going to take ages. I need an automatic... I need something to hold the key down for me. Don't go aground here. Don't run aground. For fuck's sake. Now what? No, come on. Fucking stupid thing. Please let me move the boat. I don't want to have to go back and waste my time again. It actually annoys me. Fucking... Wasting my time. Right, note to self, go around these islands. Oh, and I can't even do anything while I'm doing it because I have to hold the key. I'm going to have to just make a little smoke before we get going. While we do that, while I make my little smoke, let me show you yesterday and why I feel like vindicated about it. I feel like this, because this annoyed me yesterday as well, this is video producer stuff. This is yesterday's stream. Focused on the killing then. Hello, Ellie Ambrose. So what happened was me, but my follow I noticed that Ellie Ambrose said, "You're not reading my chats, how can someone watch your stream?" Like they said, "How are you doing? I followed you, but your follow notification didn't pop up." This is yesterday's stream. "I followed you, but your follow notification didn't pop up. You haven't set it up or you don't have the alerts." I didn't see that because what happened was I was doing this, look. So this annoyed me yesterday. I was worried I'd done something wrong. That's some fucked up shit. I wonder if there's a chest associated with it, because I don't really want to kill him. So I've been talking to Bob in chat. Ellie Ambrose pops up now. "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm sort of engrossed in what I'm doing, so I didn't notice it. Probably get off the wall over here. It doesn't come up on my main screen, it comes up on the second screen side. No. Maybe I've got time here to sort of notice chat, you know, maybe I have. That's normal. So I'll say that, you know. First time chatter, I missed their first time chat there, look. Oh, go on. Oh, it popped me back out. I was nearly in then, wasn't I? I was nearly in then. But it's a slow stream. I'm a small streamer. I didn't have lots of chatters, so I'm just like in the flow. Just kill that dude. I mean, I feel like he's got his own shit going on. I just leave it. I expect there'll be loads of rotten meat there. Is that what that is? Is that an old piggin that's dead? I mean, to be fair, actually, on reflection now, I do feel a bit. Like I take back some of my vitriol because I feel that I was not vitriol. Vitriol is the wrong word. I take back some of the stance, you know. I feel like I've got a chance to look at chat here and I didn't look at chat, so maybe that's on me. Or is there loads of treasure underneath that? Is there any more passage over there? There's not, is there? What's happening is I'm in the middle of trying to find an homunculus and I'm talking it through and I'm doing it. And then back on itself. Be bothered with you Naras, but and then I do this and it starts me on a challenge. So at that point, we're only about, like, they did the chat at 2:04 and this is 2:04. They did 2 minutes. I followed you, but you'll follow notification. So 2 minutes of me missing their chat. They've done another chat. What the fuck, dude? And I'm in the middle of this thing. Should I stay in that room, do more in that room? Because it looked like I'd missed stuff in that room, didn't it? Now I'm being forced down this pipe real quick. And I'm in a fight, and like it all just happens, and they're cross that I didn't respond to their chat. And by the time I see it, look, you see how I'm doing these fighting these mushrooms. It all just happened in flow, you know, just one thing after the other. And then when I finish this little section of gameplay, I stop and I notice the chat. And so their first chat was at 2:02. Every sort of 2 minutes they did a chat, and then I noticed it 8 minutes. So 8 minutes it took for me to notice it. 2:02 to 2:08. No, 6 minutes. I missed it for 6 minutes, and then I started... Hello, in chat. Sorry. I was just focused on the killing then. Hello, I did say sorry, Rose. You know, but that was it. They'd gone then. They decided. They wrote it in the chat as well. You're not reading the chats. How can someone watch your stream for too long? Well, 4 minutes was too long. At the time I felt bad. I thought, oh no, how long have I missed that? Have I been playing for half an hour and not looked at chat? Like, that's bad. It threw me for a curveball, but in reflection, no, I'm not in the wrong there, am I? I just missed it. It's just a human thing. I was in the middle of the game and I just missed a bit of chat for 6 minutes. Then I spotted it and started talking to you. It's no big deal, is it? Between 2:02 and 2:08 is 6 minutes. So that happened yesterday. You don't know what it's like. I've got 2 cats and a dog, and it's one thing that walking the dog, picking up shit, trying to get on with your own stuff in the day. Fed both the cats. Why do they want to piss me out at me? Why do they want me up and down at the doors? Why don't they want to let me sleep at night? Why do they want to wake me up in the morning? Like, what's wrong with those cats? So now we're heading out to here. I'm just going to chill. This is probably not the way to do this, is it? And probably my earlier suggestion of getting some stamina food and just swimming would have probably been okay. But I feel like that's uncertain. What I was going to say earlier was it was a very interesting concept that you would have a homunculus you can't reach because of stamina issues. And surely earlier in the game, before you've unlocked all those statues, like Leeway's only the second place you arrive at, and I've unlocked quite a few statues over my time, my stamina would not have been that high. So I wouldn't have been able to make it over there, full stop. Not enough stamina. But now, as you go through the game, with increased stamina wheel and with more food options, should have the ability to swim over there. I've never done this before, but it's interesting. What's happening above my head here, I don't know. There's a little flickery light happening. Oh, it's the speed of the Wave Rider is causing these like lines to happen. That's what's happening. And then my Wave Rider runs out of puff for some reason. I've got stamina issues when I'm sailing a boat. But at least it can go fast and I don't drown when I've run out of stamina. How far are we? A third of the way, if that. A quarter of the way. We've got loads of the way to go. What a stream. I'm a professional streamer. Just thought my sister's playing Fortnite and maybe I could switch over to Fortnite and that way I'd be able to talk to her. It can't be that important, can it? They said call me when you're done and that Mom's not coming back tonight. That'll be why they wanted to call, just to confirm that, I'm sure. It's really cool, this is actually, in a way, because you can see the mountain in the distance, you can see Leeway, you know, you can see the J chamber even, and the draw distance, being able to see these things from a distance creates this sense of grandeur in the game. They don't just disappear into the mist, they're actually there, and you can actually reach them. And we're halfway over there. Why is it so cold in this room? Why are my feet so cold? I worry now, that, because I'm sitting on this chair all the time, and it's making the backs of my legs feel like I'm cutting off the blood. And it's not actually that cold in this room, is it? My arms aren't cold, but my legs start to feel cold, and I think it's circulation. I've not ever done a job where I sit down for extended periods of time. Maybe I need to get one. I was looking forward to this evening where I could go upstairs to the upstairs room and do a second stream from upstairs. I can actually stand up to the desk up there. I won't be able to get up there and do anything up there now because I'm looking after all the animals today again. So what, this weekend's been really fucking slow on this stream. I don't mind, I'll play Genshin Impact for fun, but like, it does feel a little bit weird when no one turns up. Because over the time I've been playing, I've picked up a few different people on this stream as well. People that I could name, like Juzzy, Dwayne, Cruel. I just don't see them so much. Like, Cruel I see quite often. Don't see Juzzy so much. And it worries me that I've said something to offend them maybe, or done something they didn't like, that we could talk about. I appreciate that Genshin Impact being a 2-year-old game, there's already established streamers. It's not like I'm going to, unless I push hard on the YouTube edits, it's not like I'm going to suddenly grow as a big Genshin creator. I'm doing this for my own enjoyment, and I have got other facets to our stream that are more popular, so it's not that I'm not, oh no, I'm worried about the numbers. But I'm basically talking to myself now, and it feels weird sometimes. It's not always like this. I actually want to do this, and I want to do it on stream. If I wasn't, like, let's say I said, right, no one's here, I'm going to switch off the stream and just do something else. I'd probably potter around a bit and then end up playing Genshin Impact and doing this, just doing it off stream. So I might as well do it on stream. But I do wonder to myself sometimes the best use of my time when things are quiet. I could be editing now. I choose to play games on Sunday because I've got more free time, and dog walking and stuff is a lot easier on a Sunday, although today's going to be all fucked. But I don't know, maybe I should be playing Genshin Impact weekdays and using this Sundays as editing days, or have Sundays the day off like everyone else does. I'll find out over a longer period of time, won't I? Here we go. Well, that was worth it. I mean, it was worth it because I've guaranteed that I made it without dying, so I'm happy about that. And then Homunculus all the way. Now, interestingly, I thought there was another one that was marked in the middle, but it might have just been that the little Homunculus marker, or like when you do the blue thing, the blue circle, it comes up with a little Homunculus marker. Thank God I'm not grounded there. And it had been in the past that it was in the right place, but that might have been random. It might be like that little marker's in the circle general. So let's see, is there another Homunculus over here? There's not one coming up, so I'm going to remove the marker just so that we got that one. Right, let's press the button again. Cannot use. You dickhead. What's that over there all lit up? Straight on from here, all lit up. It's not Inazuma, is it? Is it the lighthouse in Inazuma? It's that I can see. Makes me want to sail over there now. And if it's Inazuma, it's going to be miles away and it'll take just as long as I've just done that, and it'll be a waste of everyone's time. But what's that all lit up? It's got to be the statue of the 7 in Ritu, hasn't it? If I'm pointing this direction, I'll go in a straight line. Straight line. It's this statue of the 7 in Ritu. It's all lit up. It is, isn't it? Whether I should keep sailing over there. It's got to be though, hasn't it? Because it can't be anything else. There's nothing else in between there, and we just sailed over there and we didn't see anything on the way. So I'm going to say that it definitely is, and it just looks cool. I'm not going to confirm it by sailing the boat over there. I'm just going to forget it. Right, where's the next one? Over here. I've actually got one marked here. Interestingly enough. What's that? Oh, it's for a quest event that I've already finished. I'm just thinking what's the best way to approach this. Whether I should come down this road here is probably quite simple, isn't it? It's raining.
Raining. Now my uniform will get all wet.
Again, there may be combat options, but unless they're directly chest related, like unless there's obviously a chest that I've missed, I'm not really into this for combat at the moment. I'm actually into this for getting these homunculuses found, so... And I might change the title of my stream to reflect that, actually. Add its stream info. It just says Sunday Chileani, but every last one of the Geoculus in Leeway. Done. Every last Geoculus in Leeway, that's what we're getting. I wonder if early, you know, when because I was a bit tired when I started today and I'm in a bit of a bad mood. But, you know, I said about... Oh, chuff off you, I can't be arsed. Alright then. You know, I said about how Sonic Frontiers was rubbish.
You got me.
What? I wonder if that counts as Genshin Impact fans are toxic.
Did you know that the sound of thunder is the prelude to new life?
You know, I wonder if I'm toxic. What's this random event?
Brimming with vitality.
Defeat all opponents.
Don't blink.
And they're defeated. And here I can see something that I have not got, which is a chest, which I will do. But, ooh, brilliant. I need my archer, and my archer's dead. Just any old archer.
In the name of the Prinzessin.
Chuffer. Where's the other one?
Cry out my illustrious name.
Yeah, because like, I was slating Sonic. You know, I've always felt a kinship for Nintendo, and I've never understood why people think that Sega's so good compared to Nintendo. So I've always felt that way. But I wonder if it counts as like Genshin Impact community is toxic. because Sonic Frontiers, and I was there going, oh, it's shit compared to Genshin. But come on, we all know, don't we? We all know. We can all see the quality of this game compared to the quality of that game. Right. I've been here before. I've seen this. Tagged it even. The reason I can't get it is because it was too high up.
There's still a long road ahead.
So this should sort this out. And there's no giving up now. I'm not allowed to leave here without this homunculus.
Drop.
Got it. Lovely. Bit of a waste of a compass, because I already knew it was there, didn't I? But no worries. Got that one. So, can we press my compass again? No, 20 seconds on the compass. There's something up here. It's shining in the distance that I'm going to investigate. Oh, that's the camera point for the photographs. I've already done that.
I see everything.
Really, I should alternate between Joculus thing and treasure hunting compass, because maybe there's some treasure around here that I haven't seen. I think I've been here and got all the treasures, though. I remember being in here and getting this one. But, you know, if I missed a Joculus, maybe I missed a treasure. Anywho. Ooh. That's strange to me. Again, an area I've probably walked through on the way to somewhere else and not come back to and have a good dig around. But I'm pretty sure I did a bit of digging around Deer Marsh. Let's go and have a look.
Everyone hold hands.
Did you not pick those up? Bit weird. Good old Deer Marsh. Been here enough, haven't I? With the duckins. The ducks are really good. Oh, they look so good.
I see everything.
And again, I'm not really into combat. I'm here looking for Jokuli, so let's just see if we can move through the area. So now I'm in the area. Look, on the mini-map at the top left, I don't know if you can see that, but it actually marked a point. It says up, and I'm running towards the point on the map. But last time, oh, there it is. A bit weird, because last time it wasn't exactly on the point, but this time it feels like it is. It's up that tree. Don't know how I missed this. There's a chuffer trying to attack me. Where are you, chuffer? Where's that one? Chuffer gone. I'm going to need to kill the... Oh, there's loads of chuffers, right. Don't know if I can be arsed with this. I feel like I should be running my treasure compass here.
This may hurt a little. Incoming. Hey! Nowhere to hide.
I can't run the treasure compass without,
Surprise.
Don't blink.
without killing this chuffer first, so... Cute. And I got a treasure for doing that. Madness. It's a bit weird, wasn't it? I felt like I should be looking for treasure, and I got a treasure for killing that chuffer.
That's everything. On to the next.
Maybe it's become instinctive now. I've played enough Genshin Impact. In my bag, I've got a treasure compass. Geo. Nope, 20 seconds on that, which means... Oh no, yeah, that means there is something, and it was down this way. Here. So I've got nose for it now, haven't I?
Don't blink.
Gonna need
Wheel of life.
fire to unlock this. So I'm gonna have to wait until I've killed these things first. It's kind of annoying. That one's running away from me to make it even more annoying.
Incoming. Hey! Cut to the chase.
Just about time that I'm wasting, thank you. Now what's... I'm not having combat with anything. Oh, there's another one here.
Commit it to memory.
Can I just go into fire mode, please? Can I change characters? No. Because this thing thinks it's fighting me, but it's not fighting me. It's hiding in the ground.
Rise. Drop. Incoming. Hey.
Yeah, let's go.
Ha ha ha.
La la la. Dumpy dumpy go.
And then again, we'll go to the top.
Woo.
Press the button
La la
again.
la.
So I've got a feeling there might even be more here. Nope. Okay. But it does say to me that I should go back and pick across there with my treasure compass a little more.
Happening?
Because it may well be the case that in this area there's more treasure. Right, next in the bag again for putting on my new trinkety thing, which is a geo compass, which is a not a geo compass, this thing, resonance stone. Right, press the resonance stone, check the map. We're over here in Mingyong village, and I've actually got one marked, so I'm guessing it's there where I've marked it. So that was again a waste of a thing, but no worries.
Hey.
Is this bashable rock here?
As you wish.
This has got to be as simple. Needed the there it is. It's got to be as simple as I needed the Geo Trav and I didn't have her. Looks like we might have some fatigue to deal with. Might be able to sneak around this edge and just get this without, you know, angering
I'll
them.
catch up.
Oh, fuck
Steady
off.
as stone.
Have a load of this.
Is that still a bit high for me? Look. What the fuck?
Let's move.
I can't do two on top of it. I can't do them on top of each other.
Classifying heat.
So maybe I have to fly down from the mountain. Oh, that seems a bit excessive, doesn't it? Flying down from the mountain.
This one's well done.
Starfall.
Maybe I have to put the rock right on that rock.
Roasted fry.
Drop.
This one's well
I mean,
done.
how is this not the most annoying thing in the world? I'm here, it's there. I'm just not tall enough. So if I put a rock on a rock,
You need to hurry up.
Starfall.
it won't do it, it won't make the tower of them. I'm pretty sure it should. Maybe it should make two. Like a tower. I just need a little bit more height, don't I? If I had Kazuza, I could fly myself up there. If I had Venti, I could fly myself up there. How do I get a little more height?
Starfall!
The only other thing I can think of is I fly down from the top of the mountain, but I don't think I've got enough height there to get down here.
This one's well done.
Hit that. I think this is intended to be a
Drop!
rock climb. And they're poking out to the side, look, which is maybe losing me just... Oh, I've got it. Brilliant, brilliant. I got it. And again, in this area, I would like to check the chest thing, but I'm in combat. That guy's annoying me, but I think there's more chests in this area as well. I've got a feeling that is not completely pick drive chests. Let's see just quickly if I go bag, compass, equip. No, none there, so that's okay. Let's go and hand in what we just earned and see how far off we are. It might be we need to make one more, or it might be that we've done it. One more. I feel quite good about this now. I've been waiting to do this for a long time. I'm glad that I've got the time and the space to do it, and that we're being successful, even though I've been a bit eggy to start the stream. Actually, while I'm here, condense up the resin. Thank you. And Jokeless 1. It's the final countdown. Let me have a guess at where I think it's going to be. Have I got any more marked on my map? I've got a star over there, but I think that's for good stuff that I like to mine. There's 2 up here, so it might be there up here. I think it's in Chainsaw Village. I've marked 2 of them. Maybe I just forgot to unmark them. Let's have a look then. It's not Chainsaw Village. Chainsaw Village, where is it? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. No elemental oculi in this area, it said. Oh, at least it didn't use my thing. I thought it was going to use up my thing. What do you mean there's no in this area? There's one more. I'm not making it up. I mean, how far is the radius of this compass? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, these in Chainsaw Village can be deleted. Because they're not actually Geoculuses. And I use those markers for Geoculuses. So whatever those markers are up there, let's just delete them. This one is right off in this corner. You see, I might never have found that on my crawl through. It's not even come up on the radar and I'm here. It says down and down there, so I'm just going to head down. First of all, I'm going to head to this and get this chest here, because this is a definite chest that I've missed. Surprised the Jokeless has still not come up on the radar. Outrider Amber. Character is down, but I've already been resurrecting characters, so why are you fucking me about like that?
In the name of the Prinzessin!
Can I not now touch this thing? For some reason, I now cannot touch this. Right, thank God it alerted it through my use of the bow. Oh God, what are you doing over there?
Destiny has brought me hither.
That cheers me up. Destiny has brought me hither. Okay, well it says down on the map and it says right here, so... still not come up on the map. Is it in this cave, maybe? Okay, now it's come up on the map, so I'm guessing in this cave with this chuffer. Yeah, it is in this cave with this chuffer. I'm going to fly in and grab it, hopefully, without having any problems. No, I didn't grab it. I missed it. Now I've got problems.
Leave it. Oh, it's working.
Because she's
Let's
doing
play
nothing.
pretty little. Make yourselves at home.
I've got two characters that are basically
Speed of
worthless
light.
in this fight. The wrong
Nowhere to
elements. But we'll get
hide.
there.
Minute to nip.
Incoming.
Shadow Raven. Let's play pretty little.
Time to clean up.
There we go. No, that'll be
I must
useful.
leave no stone unturned.
Chop them down. If you are a big, big tree, then we are a small axe. Chopper ready, coming to chop you down. Chopping to chop you down.
Committed to memory. Sharing my knowledge.
Cut to the chase.
Obviously, I enjoy the combat more than any other part of the game. That was much more fun than everything I've done so far on stream. I felt a little bit like I was a little bit underpowered, but in the end I got it done. That was cool. And they've been guarding all this nice stuff. There's even a chest for me. It's been quite productive actually, this little
Best give it a spring
run,
clean.
hasn't it? And I'm assuming that when I switch back to Traveller, I'll be able to just geo my way up there. Grab that, and that's the last one, isn't it? And then we go and open up the pillar, the last pillar, and we find out what's been going down. It's quite big. It's actually quite a big achievement in the game. Getting every last one. And there's a challenge here that I'm going to have to do. So one thing at a
I
time.
see everything.
Characters. Let's just reorganise the squad a bit better. We're having Traveller.
Just what will we come across this time?
And I will go back to Healer.
I'm here.
Just simple as, just jump on that and get that, yeah? No, oh my god. Maybe I put the rock in the wrong place, huh? Because if I can't, then I'm going to have to fly down and fly in, aren't I? From up higher. Like, I nearly flew in, but I just fucked it up a little bit. Come on, that's got to be right. I've got to be able to climb up on this. And just get that. It can't be that I have to fly in at the right angle. Got it. Lovely. Right, and then we're going to do this challenge to see what it is. If it's something I don't want to do or have trouble with, we'll just mark it and come back to it, but... Easy. If you've got the right elements on and you're prepared for it. Which I obviously don't have.
Orders given. Orders received.
But we might get
With
there.
sword comes shadow. Starfall!
Yeah, I'm just too powerful for that.
Not bad.
Not
as
bad.
far as treasure is concerned.
And I got an achievement. What was the achievement? Rocksteady Traveller. Complete 40 open world mechanisms in leeway. Nice, 20 primos. So, my good friends, we are now in a strong position. We have every single stone for the pillars. We just got to go and cash in. We get a nice reward here. Courtesy of Zhongli, I think. Actually, where do these rewards come from? I do these things for the statues. The statues are the gods, the Archon gods. Zhongli's the Archon. He's chuffed off though, isn't he? Your achievement, your efforts have been acknowledged. No more rewards. Your efforts have now been acknowledged. No more rewards for you. That's 30 of 30. Done. Solved. And that was, yeah, 10 primos, the Geo Sigils, the Stone of Remembrance. We're on the way. What's going on up here? Marvellous. Oh, don't forget the Marvellous. I've claimed the Mega Box. So that's good. But don't forget that today as well. The Marvellous Merchandise. Quickly go and grab that while I'm at it. So now the next thing we're going to do is we've got this new stone that we've been given as a reward. We're going to go and place that stone in a pillar. And when we place it in the pillar, it will unlock something, and I don't know what will happen. What do you want? I've got those. Confirmed. Confirmed. Thank you. And so, this is quite big. Navigate. Quite into this, quite up for this. It was in the middle of here somewhere, wasn't it? Why isn't it navigating it for me? I literally asked you to navigate for me and it won't show me where it is. Was it Dunya Ruins? It was like a shallow bowl in the middle of this area. Or is it Julian Cast? Or is it Chanky Valley? See, I don't know where the fucking thing is. Oh, navigate. Like maybe if I put it off screen, it'll... No. No. What? 9 stone pillars stand stoic near Cedar Slope. Over here. I've marked it myself with that. Let's go. Let's go. This area is quite cool. You can do some combat down here. I think they probably would have... I'm heading south. They probably will have... And I've got Traveller on. Do I need Traveller on? We might need Traveller because... What's going on here? What am I doing? I'm supposed to just be heading south, but there's always stuff in the way. I might need Traveller because we might need Geo stuff, but I might be in combat situations, so I might want to swap her out. Let's get up this hill first. Get down this, show you these pillars. Look, there's a combat situation and a chest. Fucking hell. Loving it. Looked like he was a frozen man, so I'm going to go with Klee.
Klee can help.
Now, what's this chuffer doing over here? How come this chuffer's just on his own, like, not been murdered yet? I've been up here. Obviously not from this direction.
Blazing delight!
This time.
We're not going anywhere.
Right there.
Freshness preserved.
Hey! Make yourselves at home!
Make yourselves at home.
Speed of light! Cut to the chase!
I'm going to be kicking your heads in.
No problem.
Dumpy dumpy go!
Ah, watch out. He hits me with the hammer.
Incoming! Hey! Wheel of life.
Let's end this quickly.
La la la! Up!
Maybe I tried to fight these earlier in the game when I wasn't as tough as I am now.
This is bad.
I mean, obviously, they level up as well as I do.
Roll. Speed of light.
Your enemies
Nowhere
will
to
level
hide.
with the world level, but it tops out, doesn't it? And I keep getting stronger, so...
Well done.
Don't blink! Hey!
Well, maybe it's because I can't hurt this dude.
Sacred name, fortune preserver.
For some reason, I can't get through this dude's shell.
Roasted. Fried.
I can still hurt him, but only in very small amounts.
The Temple of Wisdom!
Need to hurry
This
up.
may hurt a little.
This might, I feel like I've done this before, and I had a problem killing this guy.
Well done.
Because the shield required a different element that I had on the squad. I got through it,
Fuel
but
clogged.
they go down. They all go down. And also I can use my treasure scanner while I'm here.
Not bad,
Lovely stuff.
as far as treasure is concerned.
So in the bag again, and we're going to put the treasure compass on again, equip, just to check the area. The area is clean, okay. So these are these pillars, look. You see how these are lit up? All the way around this slope here. I just discovered it. I came down here. There's quite a lot of combat. Look, there's a Mitachurl over there. There's another Tui over there. I've been out doing my creep and grind, doing my creep and grind. Creep and grind. You do the creep and grind and see what you can find. You creep and grind. Creep and grind. I've been doing the creep and grind, and I came across this whole area ages ago. ages ago, you know, we've been playing Genshin Impact for a while now. Noticed these pillars, climbed up one, and I had a stone in my inventory already. And I just had a stone in my inventory, and I climbed up the pillar, and because you know I'm climbing up stuff, messing about, and it was like, do you want to put the stone in here? And I was like, okay, I do, yeah, go on then. And I put the stone in, and it lit up. Now I've done that with like pretty much all of them. I've got one extra stone. There's only one stone left. Of course, the funny joke will be I won't know out of which 9 pillars where to go now, will I? But one of them requires a stone. They all look lit to me. Maybe it's that one down there, or maybe it's that one. They all look pretty lit to me, so I'm thinking it won't be lit. But I've got to go around now, open the 9 pillars, 8 of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Come on,
6.
enough procrastinating.
Shut up.
Let's go.
6. I'm stood on 1, 7. Where's 8 and 9 then? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm stood on 1, 8. And there's one over there down in the divot there, in the dip there. In that crevasse, 9. So I'll go around them all and find out which... They all look pretty lit up, don't they? But one of them requires a stone that it doesn't have. So I'll go around them all and discover which one it is. This one looks lit up to me. There should be some indicative... There should be something to tell me whether it's had its stone in or not. And I think it has because it's all lit up. But they were all lit up, weren't they? So what the fuck am I to do? Like, this feels a bit weird to me now. Feels like I don't know what I'm supposed to... Because I know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, please. I don't have the patience for waiting for stamina today. I just don't have it. I fucking stand at the bottom for a minute while the character waits stamina. And what is what is there... Oh, I've run out of stamina again. Brilliant. What is there to indicate on these whether they have been... Can't even see what we're doing. What is there on these to indicate what has been stoned and what is not? Didn't ask for anything there, did it? So I think I've covered this one. Is that one of those things there? Hang on. Is that a treasure thing there? It is as well, isn't it? You fuck up. It's got some really cool... I didn't notice it until just now. It's got some really cool sound. Oh, I can't do it because she's going to be dead.
At the ready.
Oh, she's not dead. Okay. No, she is dead. No revival items. What the fuck are you doing to me, Genshin Impact? I've got to mark that and come back to it now. Or I could find some way of doing some cooking. There was a Mitchell and he was out doing some cooking, wasn't he? I could find the Mitchell and do the cooking if I want to revive Amber. But why am I able to put her in the squad if she's dead? Like I wasn't able to before. And why is she still dead when I've already been twice to the statue, giving it the stones even? You know, you saw me there giving that statue the stones. That's supposed to resurrect my characters. So why is Amber still dead? It just annoys the hell out of me when it does that. Like, I've done my bit.
Ta-da! Clear as he...
For work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
I say too much. I hate it as well when I hear myself doing it. I feel my left leg getting cold again. I'm getting like cramp in my left calf. Giving myself a blood clot in my leg. Like, can you not... Why? Like, this one's lit, isn't it? This one doesn't need a stone in it. And I can't see where the stones went either. But they obviously have been put in. Surely. That one's lit as well, isn't it? Maybe they're all lit and maybe I don't need to put any more stones in any pillars. Maybe I just need to put them in the main door. Nine pillars. Marara. No. What do you think? Is there anything... Maybe the one in the crevasse? I know there's enemies surrounding this one in the crevasse. It's this one, isn't it? Look, because it's got its little face on it still. Up there. And I am going to switch out to Water Boy just in case, because I think we might get in a fight, and I think I want Wet Boy.
May knowledge guide you.
It might be a Geo-based fight as well, so that might be an issue to me maybe. But we'll see. Yeah, it's this one, look. There we go. See that? I should now be able to insert the stone. It came up just briefly there. In Inlay Stone of Remembrance. Confirm, and that's all of them. Fucking blew me off the... Sweet. This is big stuff.
You give, you receive.
We're getting some cool stuff today. We're getting extra primos. Alright, Marlo. We're getting extra primos. We're getting, whatever's going to be down in... I don't need to... Whatever's going to be down in here. And on top of all that... It's going to be cool, this is. On top of all that, in the bag now, we're stacking up Geo Sigils. 60 of them now. And I can exchange those straight for Mora at the little shop in Leeway. So that's good as well. It's not a one-to-one either. You get thousands of Mora. What's this? Search the... Shut up, Marlo, please. Search the ruins. I mean, it looks like a big fight in the middle with that chuffer, but it's only one chuffer. I should be able to annihilate it. So I'm thinking something else will happen. Just having a bit of a search. Oh, look, there's a Pider.
Speed of light. Hey!
I don't need to kill the spiders, really, do I? It's there. I thought there might be a door behind it or something. There's nothing. You know, you've got to search every little corner of the room, haven't you, just before you head into the main thing. There's another spider on the other side. It feels to me like that might mean treasure behind the spider, maybe, but... Nothing. Marlo, there's nothing. It's just neighbours getting in and out of their cars, Marlo.
Don't blink.
There's nothing. It's a bit weird, isn't it? You'd expect, like, they put spiders covering things. You'd expect there to be something there. Woo, you little nin. You little ninny. Right, come on then.
Everyone hold hands.
No, my sword. Speed of light. To the
You will
chase.
never have seen one of these go down as quick. Something like, Marlo, please.
Memory.
Don't blink. Hey!
Grow.
The fuck? The monsters have been enhanced by the infusion stone, it says. So I'm to kill the infusion stone then, I think, am I? Or is that
Make
just...
yourselves at home.
Like, what am I supposed to do? It won't let me focus and target on the infusion stone?
With sword comes shadow.
I've killed it now, so... Fuck the infusion stone. The monster is dead. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I'm in like an arena, game of death arena. Here we go. I knew there'd be combat.
No, my sword.
Quite happy with this.
I see everything.
But again, like I said, it turns out these two are slightly more geo-based enemies. And whilst they do have physical damage on this sword,
Cut to the chase.
I have not bought a specifically geo-attacking. You know, maybe I should have bought Geo-Traveller or...
Don't blink. Hey!
You know, it feels like because we're in underneath Geo and Cast,
Orders given. Orders received.
Geo is going to be the Order of the Dead. And Klee as well is a good Geo option.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain
Because
cutter.
her bomb things... Now what's happening? Her bomb things will
This may hurt a little.
Speed of light.
count as Geo damage as well. Like when they hit the Geo damage. When they explode with Pyro. I've got physical damage on this sword, like I said, but I haven't got anything particularly geo. Now what? Now what's happening? Might go and kill this thing.
Don't blink! Speed of light! Hey!
Helping them, I'll kill it.
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink!
Okay, that was straightforward. There's another thing. Quite nice. Quite happy with this.
Committed to memory.
No, keep bringing me enemies, I'll keep fucking them up. What's going on over here? Do your thing, please, wet boy.
No, my sword!
That didn't stop it, so that's annoying. Now I'm getting the head kicked in. Trapped in a
Speed of light!
compartment that I can't deal with.
Sharing my knowledge. Yeah, this might hurt a little.
Incoming! Hey!
But,
Just can't see what I'm doing when it does the camera, but otherwise I'm fine here.
really?
Just healing them up.
Committed to memory.
Nowhere to hide.
They dragged me in here.
Got lucky that time.
Infusion stone, where's the infusion stone? There's one over here. They dragged me in there to
Don't
deal
blink.
with... Let me use my thing on the infusion stone.
Wheel of life.
Speed of light!
So I mean, it dragged me into this corner to do the infusion stone, and then it's a difficult fight with something that you can't see properly, but
Incoming!
no biggie.
Get to the chase! Speed of light!
Can't see it.
Wow. No.
No. How did she get one shot? That's my healer. Don't fuck me about now. I didn't even bring any healing food.
Wisdom.
Can't resurrect her, so I've just got to win. And I'm assuming this will be the final boss. But maybe it gets tougher. That one's down anyway. I may have to just go and heal my healer, unless there's some way of me cooking in this area. Like if we're going to have a bigger fight... Oh no, maybe this is just the end and I've done it. But if we're going to have any more fighting, I need to heal my healer. Precious chest.
You give,
Lovely
you
stuff.
receive.
Luxurious chest. Lovely stuff. Paimon's here. The ruin gives Paimon the creeps, but this should be the end of it. And we got some treasure for our efforts too, even if we even got ourselves that ring. Let's go find someone who has an eye for antiques and see how much it will sell for. I don't... What? Fetch a good price for the dull ring. What's this? Royal Flora. What's that? Dull ring. And a Royal Flora. I mean, I don't know what I've picked up there. Obtained one. Royal Flora. What's Royal Flora? Is it an artifact? It is. And I've already got one of those. I've got two. They seem to be... That's Noblish Oblige. I can't believe there was just an artifact, like a good artifact on top there. It looked like a really cool thing and it was a Royal Flora. Perhaps they're quite rare, because I've only got two. I've only got two of them, haven't I? So perhaps they're quite rare, but I feel a bit disappointed by that. Defense crit rate defense or HP defense attack. So they're not even that special. Why was it up on there all shining? Like it's just an artifact. This is quite cool. It would have been much cooler if I'd done it earlier in the game, I think. Because the sense of scale and the sense of challenge was kind of diminished by my current sense of status and scale of my own characters. You know, I'm a bit tough for that. But it was good to get it done. Now let's go and fetch a good price for a dull ring. Whatever that means. Kind of strange as well. But what it does mean is that I have cleared every chuffing thing. All of the... In terms of geoculuses, there's still some chests to get around these areas. But in terms of geoculuses, every chuffing geoculus. Oh, two places I could fetch a good price, look. This is all a strange finish. And you have to give me a good price because I'm a member of the Leeway Cheesing and you can see it on my dress. What are you saying then over here? Where am I being directed to? This chuffer. This chuffer. Help us look at this antique. It's set with a jade gem and good quality too. The gem alone is worth a sum. Disaster runs rampant throughout the world and all who live do so in agony. Where did you find this ring? In a ruin near Siege Slope. What a shame, Jion Karst is so nearby too. If this ring came from a ruin in Jion Karst, it would surely fetch a great price. Unfortunately, without any storied origin, this one's price falls a great deal, but it's a good quality. I'm sure someone would want it nonetheless. How about this? I'll offer you 180k for this ring. Will you sell it to me? What add-ons? Well, it'll be good. I won't do wrong by you. Let me give you a little thought. Okay, perhaps my offer isn't the best you've heard. When it comes to business, I'll do right by you. Think about it. If you sell it to me now, don't you think I'll let you down on further transactions? What are you on about? So I could sell it to him for 180,000 and some bonuses. And he's a salesman anyway, and the stuff he sells is just sort of rubbish that I don't need. I just pick that up around the world. So he's of no consequence to me. And my other option is to go to this other salesperson. I think what I'm supposed to do is make a choice here, and I think they'll probably give me a similar price, but maybe I get a discount on each. You know, maybe I choose which shop I want the discounts from or some shit. I don't know. What's this? Ling Lang. Hello, can I help you? Can you help me? About Rex Lapis's death. You are. What are you doing? So she's not a shop owner. She can value it. It's ancient, well-preserved gem. Disaster runs rampant through the world. Never mind that. Where'd you find it? In a ruin. You're a fair hand. Don't have treasure. Ruins 9 pillars. Oh, she knows about it. Many people come to do business when we mention that place. They always say such a large formation must have some sort of treasure within. They even say those pillars that ruin were built by Leeway's forebears in order to quell conflict. But I suppose that's just legend. After all, if 9 stone pillars could quell strife, this world would have been at peace long ago. Well, they weren't working because there were stones missing out of them, but I've fixed them now. Regardless of whether this legend is true or not, the ring was found in that ruin. It had to be related to the legend. It's got a name, a history to go with it, and it's of good quality too. It will fetch a fine price. I'm not going to ask how you got in there. I just do business. So it's worth 20. It's the same price. It's 20. She's offering me 20,000 more, which is not a lot more, is it? Like, in the scheme of this game, that's like a day's worth of Mora. So, should I give it to her, who understands all about it, or should I give it to the other man, who promises me a bonus? Like, I don't know, and I can't tell you, can I? So, I'm going to have to ask the internet. What a fucking stupid thing to put at the end of this. Lee... 9 pillars of Genshin. Choose an option. You can sell it for 180,000 Mora, and the bonus would be 5 Adeptus Temptation, which is food, isn't it? It's food. It'll give me 5 foods. Or I can sell it for just straight Mora. Now, I'm vegan, so I don't want to sell it for the foods, because I don't want that, really, because I'm vegan. But this is the best food you can get, and it's worth more than 20k. Like, it's got shrimp meat, 3 crabs, 4 hams. I think it's worth more than 10k. 20k. I think that's worth more. I'll probably get more use out of it, but like, since there's shit all difference, it's just some food. Really, is that all there is at the end? Dialogues. Selling the raw, selling the ring. Selling the ring. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It just literally doesn't matter who I sell it to. Okay. Bit weird. Giving me an important decision right at the end that is meaningless. So, go on then. Completed. 50 primos and loads of Mora, I think. Yeah. Completed. Loads of primos, loads of Mora. Achievements. Glad I did that. Got that ticked off the old list. Got a new name card because Xinglang became big friends with me. And I've got the leeway one if I want to use it. Rewarded for completing all the achievements under Leeway, the Harbour of Stone and Contracts. Oh, quite nice. Might put that on. Yellow. Looks a bit piss yellow. I'll change that. Got green Sumeru. I like green the best. And I've got sort of that one and that one and that one. That's quite cool, the purple one, isn't it? Ka-ching, lightning stiletto. Or... that's quite a good colour. There's Chi-Chi. Klee. Skills Virtuoso. I just put the new one on. Sumeru. It's nice in green, isn't it? You can't really read my thing there, though. Like, the darker the colour, the easier it is to read my details on it. Now what? Now what? Ugh, it's Sunday, so I can do any domain I want. I don't really want to get into a great big long quest now because football's going to be on in a bit, and obviously my family want to get me on the phone. What else have we got on here? Static views, that's Paimon and the treasure maps. I'm not doing the fishing, and that is everything. Now we're on to listed things. Through the Mists. That's Inazuma. That's Inazuma. That's Inazuma. We've got 3 in Inazuma to sort out. 4 in Inazuma. So we've got a good old weekend of Inazuma if we want it. 4 story quests, sort of sidey quests, 4 of them. That's a weekend in Inazuma. There's another one, 5. We've got the Chasm. That's a weekend in the Chasm. It will go along with the Archon quest in there. And then we're on to story quests. So there we go. And we've got one in Sumeru there, Indoor Archaeology. I might have a look at that. Because then we're going back to other places, aren't we? So I might finish off the Sumeru one here. Let's have a look at that and see what's going on with it. You never know. It could be big, it could be little. Let's just open it up and see what's going on with it first. Oh, it's in the Oasis. Okay. But really, I think we're in a really good position because what I wanted to be, this is what I wanted to be. I'll remind everyone who's watching this, because nobody is, but even if you were, then I'll remind everyone that on YouTube, our channel, Ganji Kid, YouTube Studio, not studio, YouTube, your channel. If you go to lives, these are doing quite well. Thus Podcast, 200 views there. Thus Podcast, 100 views. The Mad Glamour McCann, that's creeping up to 1,000, that one. So doing alright on these. The videos of Genshin Impact, they were doing alright. They were actually getting 60s and 80s there, look. 80s, 60s, like 30s. I'm surprised that when I've moved it to its own channel, it's getting fewer views. Now my Genshin Impact uploads are getting much, much fewer views. So maybe it was a mistake to move it to its own channel. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand that at all. It seems like I get fewer... Of all the different things I do on the internet, my Genshin Impact gameplay gets the least number of views. It gets more when I upload it to the actual main channel. I suppose there's more active subscribers on there than my new Genshin Impact channel, but it's weird, isn't it? You'd think if they were watching it there, they would discover that there's a new channel and they'd go and look at it. Like maybe I have to make an advert and point it out to them or something, but... overall, Genshin Impact gets the least number of views than anything else I do. The other stuff that I do, including the Battery Exhausted B-side videos, get not a huge number of views there, but 20s. It's similar to the Genshin Impact. The lives, though, are getting similar. So maybe you could say my B-side uploads are getting the same amount as my Genshin Impact. But the main hub channel... and the other stuff we're doing there on the lives is getting more views and is taking off and making more sense. I'm not going to give up playing Genshin Impact, obviously, because I love it and I'm always going to play it. But if we do calendar, we had a look at how our agenda calendar, we had a look at how our stuff is going to shape up. Next week, we've got the Forest Quartet coming out. We're going to be playing that It's a big game. It's from somebody that I know that was in my Stugan film. We will rewatch the Stugan film. We will play the Forest Quartet. I'll probably dig out the interview with Mads, like the full interview, and play the whole interview with Mads that we shot, just unabridged. And then he made this game. It's coming out. It's brilliant. We're going to be playing that. We're playing Genshin at the weekends. Coming up to Christmas, we've got the big Christmas edition of Thus on the 19th, where we do John Bennett Ramsey on December the 19th. And I'd go back to the fucking, what have I done now? And just after that, we will play Stray all the way the week through. Probably, maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll play Stray leading up to Christmas. That week of Christmas, we're going to play Stray. And it's a charity one. We're going to give the money to animal charity. So that's what we've got lined up for Christmas. But in the new year, in January, look at this as a schedule. This is what I want to be getting up to. Thus, on Mondays, charity stream on Wednesdays, daytime YouTube content on Thursdays, leading into the weekend, we play games on Twitch. In the week, I'm on YouTube. In the weekend, I'm on Twitch. It's a simple streaming schedule. And Genshin is the thing we stream on Twitch. But we're going to run out of content. We're not run out. Genshin's always putting new stuff in. Like, for a little day-to-day play, you can always run the domains. You can always run the Spiral Abyss. You can always do the events. But the main story Archon quests, we're going to be clearing off our story quests in January, and we'll finish, essentially. They'll bring more stuff out, but it won't be enough for me to say 3 whole weekend days of Genshin. They won't, until they do it. When they launch a new expansion or they launch a new thing or a big event, I'll be on it full weekend. But in terms of ongoing in the future, as you can see, unless I don't know, I'm really confused by this actually, because when I was uploading them to YouTube, yeah, all I'm doing is uploading the same videos, Genshin Impact videos, but now I put them on their own channel, separate channel. Maybe I've encouraged people to come here and find it and they don't know the new channel exists. Maybe that's the problem. But once I've set it up on its own channel, Genshin Impact there, I'm surprised that these videos don't get any views. Like 7s and 4s, whereas on the main channel they were getting 50s and 60s. So I thought at least that people would follow it over. Maybe I need to make an advert and tell them. But anyway, it's there. It is there. But you've got to we all have to accept that in the long run, if let's say I extend Genshin Impact to every day, then I'm probably shooting myself in the foot, because out of all the different content I make, it's the least popular. Not in the world or anything, but in terms of my growth, it's the slowest growing aspect of my streams. So I love Genshin. I will continue to play it. I will play it on Saturdays. Like, we will always have a weekly Genshin stream, but when there's not so much content around Genshin, the Friday and the Sunday will be different, maybe. Or maybe we'll play it on Fridays and the Saturday and Sunday will be different, whatever. You know, there's oranges are not the only fruit. We could have played God of War, we could have played Cult of the Lamb, all sorts of different things. You will see as these months go on. I will pencil in Genshin Impact, big day. You know, pencil in a big weekend for the new stuff. But as we complete all the quests and complete all the tasks, because eventually, even though I keep saying it, Genshin Impact's got so much content, it will never run out of content. It's like World of Warcraft, you can log on every day and play. Absolutely. But whilst I'm going to log on every day and maybe run a domain, do my commissions, run the domains, get my primos and stuff, if it's not story content, if it's not a quest, a story quest, and as you've seen, this is enough to finish off in January. Once we finish this, in January, we will have finished the quests. And most people who have been playing Genshin Impact for the full 2 years probably have finished all this stuff. You know, their quest list probably looks a little cleaner, doesn't it, than mine. I've got 3 stories, and I've got 4 or 5 world quests, and that's it. And then we do the chasm, and then we're clear. So by that point, they'll release the new expansion, and we're back on it. But you see what I mean? Once we've cleared it off, we've got more space, and if it's not going to become a big growth area, and I'm surprised, like I said, that people didn't realise, or maybe I don't know what it is. I don't know. You know, how can I tell? How can I work this out? But for some reason, and it was requested. Why don't you put Genshin Impact on its own channel? It was requested by the Genshin Impact viewers and by the people who viewed the other stuff. So I thought, good idea. We'll put it on its own channel. I'm surprised it's not getting the views. But the only thing that I can actually think is that the people who are watching it on Gravekipper don't know that it's got its own channel now, and they just think, where are the uploads? He stopped doing it. The last video was 3 weeks ago. He stopped doing it. Like, maybe they think that. And like 3 weeks is a long time in YouTube, isn't it? Maybe they've just gone away. Or the other thing is that my other channel, my live, channels, the other thing, and no one's particularly watching this video today, so who am I saying this to? But the other videos that I make on, like Ganji Cuts, for example, that tier list got 400 views, and maybe that directs back to my main channel, and they think that that's where I'm playing Genshin Impact. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that directs back to the hub, and they don't follow through the hub to the Genshin Impact channel. I don't know. I got no idea, but you know, I don't feel good about it. I'll tell you that. I feel like I made a change that was supposed to be for the better, and in fact, it's turned out after 3 weeks of it to have been a net negative. And it's made me think about pushing Genshin Impact even further to the side in terms of my content, like the quantity of content that I make about it. I mean, you're not complaining because you're not even here, so I should take that as a message in itself, isn't it? Like Darkside Phil says, like with a game, like, oh, it's not very well supported, so I'm not going to play it. But for me, it's not about financial support. It's about whether you want to see it and whether people want to watch it. And you know, it's about. I used to make content purely for me, not really for the audience. Just stuff I think is like the ASMR. I did it because I think it's good ASMR, and I don't take requests. Put it like that. But with the streams, I'm a little more audience-minded. You know, you could say something, I'll be open-minded to having a go on it. So the fact that there's no one actually, like, literally watching the stream means that it's not popular, doesn't it? Not about, like, popularity, you know, I'm cool and popular, but, like, I could be doing a different stream and people could be coming and enjoying it. Like, maybe if I'd been playing Callisto Protocol, which came out yesterday or something, you know, maybe people would actually come and watch this. Maybe that's why would I do a stream that nobody wants to watch? I could play Genshin Impact in my free time still. I'll still play it, I just won't stream it as much. Makes sense, doesn't it? Or maybe it's because I'm a moody curmudgeon and people just hate me. Maybe the Sonic rant put them all off, I don't know. What am I even doing? I'm supposed to be going to the Oasis and I've got sidetracked just following my nose. I feel a bit bad for the dog today as well, because I had planned for somebody to come and deal with him this evening. So unfortunately he's having a really late, boring... he's just sort of lolling around doing nothing, and I have to feed him and take him for a walk. In fact, I'm supposed to have fed him now, and I've got to stop the stream and feed him, which is annoying. So he's just going to get fed late when I finish the stream, actually. That's what's going to happen. And then I'm going to have to walk him late, and it's all a bit annoying for me. Go to the Oasis. Chi-Chi's dead. I forgot that Chi-Chi was dead. I hope we don't get into some lively combat situation all of a sudden. Here I am at the Oasis. Midnight at the Oasis. It's always midnight at the Oasis. Paimon never thought there'd be such a place in the desert. A gem on golden satin. It's quite safe around here, right? I can finally relax. Oh, we're with these chuffers. Look. the masked chuffer, who I think is fucking brilliant and should have her own character. Like, should actually be playable in the game with the hair and the fingers, claw hands, and then this chuffer and her dad. Can Ben get wet? Oh, Jesus. And the comedically chirpy anthropomorphic robot, which I hate as a concept. Like R2-D2 when I was a kid, okay. I never really was big into R2-D2. Like, he was in the films. I watched the films. My parents bought me the toys, but I don't really care that much about R2-D2. Like, it's a robot. It doesn't have like it has a bit of personality, and he goes diddly-doo, and it's cute. I've never been one for that. Never been one for that. You know the whole like Aladdin, Pumbaa and Timon, and aren't they cute? And like in every fucking film these days, you have to have a little cute one, little cute sidekick, robot, animal, cat, dog, Pikachu, fucking like everything. Everyone has to have one. Ben, don't they? And it just, to me, it's such a boring trope. Oh, isn't it cute the way they, like, and then the new one in the new Star Wars, you had that rolling robot, didn't you? Like they updated essentially they just updated R2-D2, and the physics wouldn't work. You can't roll a ball on sand, but it just, yeah. Here's Ben anyway. Beep. I'm supposed to feel something for, like, we had it earlier in the game when we did the. It's literally a repeat of what happened when we did the story quest with Tignari, and there was a good robot that was actually a bad robot that had turned good, and like, you know, Johnny Five's still alive or whatever. Go high up and look for Jebrail. Jebrail sounds like a stupid angel. Jebrail. Go high up and look for Jebrail. Right, I'll go really high up and resurrect my characters. Please resurrect my characters. Chi-Chi's received the blessing. Right, well, why hasn't Amber received it? She has now. When you go in this menu, she's healed. It always does this to me. You have to go in the menu for some reason. Have I got any more Munculuses for you? Oh, I've got 5. Not enough, though. Not enough, though. But 5. Need another 6, mate. Need another 6. I think this cushion's wearing out, you know. I think there's something wrong with this cushion in my leg. My leg's getting cold again. It's like cramp on my thigh. It's like I'm sat on this cushion and it cuts off. It's the edge of the chair cuts off the circulation on my thigh, and then it starts to get cramp and pins and needles and shit. That hasn't always happened. I bought this specific cushion to help alleviate that problem. And now it's happening again. Right, I'm supposed to be up high to look for Ben or some shit. I don't know. Let's go over here. Mushroom death, don't mind if I do.
I see everything.
Nowhere to hide. Incoming. Speed of light.
There's Jebend, the angel. Actually, over here there's some. I want these. I do want them. It's all weapon ascension materials. It's all weapon level up materials, and you don't get so many of them in this areas, in the desert and Sumeru. So I do actually want to keep grinding these if I see them.
As you wish. I'll catch up.
And you can literally go and ask the blacksmith, do you know any good places for them? And he'll mark them on your map, and you can then go and grind up all of them in an area. But when you're walking past them, it's good practice to collect things, isn't it? Here's Jebend. do you want, Jetbend? What is it? It's someone's gravestone. Jetbend's not talking, so that's rude. He doesn't even know whose it is. He's like, you got the stone slate, it's important, keep it safe, we should get back. So that was a big nothing, that was literally nothing happened. There's one of those pineapple rings. So we left that one around. He's heard the stories about how I'm a tough chuffer. Now I'm telling him the stories, but I blacked out, so that's amazing. The books have been my only companion. I don't care. I really don't care, Charizard. I just do not care. Anything you've got to say, simply don't care. Just please tell me what it is you want me to do and what's going on. Talking about choices, family traditions, it's all rubbish to me. Like, they're trying to be all moody and like, oh, the desert holds the past, and just like the sands, like, just shut up. Unless you're going to bother voice acting it, don't tire me with all this. And now we're blacking out. I really think this is bad format. Like, don't black screen and tell me something happened. Edit it. Animate it. Like, don't black screen and tell me it happened. It's just not good. That's not playing games. It's a waste of time. Look at this. If you want to do this, do it. You've got the money. Sing the song. Do something. Don't just put a black screen with, you know, awful. See, do this. Camping in the desert's terrible, Paimon says. She had a bad night, so we're still here and we're still talking. And like, imagine if I hadn't skipped through this, it would be an hour of this shit. And there's nothing to it. They didn't get anywhere. They didn't tell you anything that you needed to know. None of it was relevant to anything. I'm still reading it through as it's going quickly. I'm still reading it and it's just rubbish. His goods are in the desert and the worst case scenario, and they're talking about payment for his goods. We bury some supplies. Like, you know, what's going on? Nothing. Nothing. Go to the temple. So really, this quest should have started at the temple, maybe? Like, all the stuff that we've just been doing has all just been meaningless filler.
I'll catch up.
As far as I'm concerned.
I will...
Crush you.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Seriously, what are follows about? Like, why do people follow me if they're not going to come and watch the stream? And what is a follow? Do you get a notification that I'm streaming when you follow me, or does it just like you follow me? Is it like a like? You know, is it like a like?
Faster?
Okay,
faster.
Right, I'm in here again. Or again, maybe I've not been in here before. I can't remember. She thought it'd be smooth sailing. We've still got to figure out how to get in. That means no one's got in before us, so that's good. Now we're talking about who's coveting the... just please. They're discussing why I've got the slate now. He gave it me for safekeeping earlier on in a different quest, so if you remember that, good on you. The reason he gave it me for safekeeping is because obviously he can't carry things around because he's an NPC. Ben's going to do their thing now. I predicted this. I didn't mention it just then. But at the minute, oh, can Ben open the door? Really? Surprise, surprise. Of course Ben can open the door, being as it's just a badly animated triangle. Pyramid. I like Jet. Obviously, we go in here and have a big fight now. No, it's a puzzle. Is it not one of these puzzles?
Okay,
I don't have
faster.
clearance. I don't have clearance. I've got to get myself some clearance. No, I don't have clearance. So you come back here when you've got clearance, or you find something to activate the thing and do the... Then from the mood for puzzles. Look, they're up there anyway, look. I black out and they're up here already. Proceed deeper within the temple. Quest area reached. Got clearance for that, look.
Faster? Okay, faster. Huh.
Doke, I'll have to kill these chuffers.
Guys. This may turn a little...
Incoming! Hey! Yeah! With sword comes shadow!
Raw meat for all you carnivores, and a roast other MCs, they just vegetables. What now? What's all this shit? This is like a system of, like it's a puzzle system they have, and you have to get these things going and get those things going and get this thing going, and like I'm not really into it myself. You see how that's done that? The energy aggregations known as primal embers are commonly scattered throughout the ruins. You go near the sconces and then you follow them to the torch, so it's a bit like a sea leak. And then they're fragile, so you find sconces serve as transit points. So I'll follow this. And it's just going to go slowly, so I have to wait slowly. There's a sconce, look. This is just going to waste my time, look. It's going to take time. Well, I could have gone up the stairs, but no, it wants to go over here. Dickhead. Where are you going? Now you're going up the stairs. Oh, you're going there, okay. How do you get the other side to light up? I wonder. Shut up. There's the sconce. Sconce. Sconce wanker.
Make yourselves at home. Grow.
Speed of light! Huh?
This may turn a...
Incoming! Hey! Ring cutter!
I swear my left leg feels cold. Maybe it's just because the house is cold because it's winter. Now they're on and that's happening, look. So that's good, isn't it? That's a step forward in some ways. I mean, I'm just on the other side. Where's my thing with the sconce? There's the thing with the sconce, so let's go. And what will happen is it will lift them and they'll point at the thing or some shit. Lift the barrier and it'll point at the other things. And rah. Are you going over the sconce, are you? Where are you going? go to the sconce. That's waste just a little more time there. If you can just go to that sconce and then let me release you again, thank you. Will you go all the way to the top without me pandering to your every whim? Can you hurry up? No, I have to be there gently touching you to keep moving. Yeah, good one. Please, come on. There it goes. Don't talk to me about sconces. Ben's been milling around the door, but nothing's happening this time. Beep, beep, beep. It seems to have been talking to the doors earlier. Stop that nonsense. Doors can't speak, but something like Ben shouldn't be able to speak either, right? Right, please. Who wrote this? One of them then said people used to come here a long time ago. Like, really? No one's been here in a long time, do you think? Ancient ruins. This is not particularly well written. Like, you know, the choice of dialogue, and surely they'd all be keen to get through the door and they wouldn't want to waste time having a big chat, but no. Explore the lower level of the temple. Being offered a teleport, which is strange. I used to think there might be a boss fight. He's exhausted, so that's wasting everyone's time just telling me that. He really wants his paper to do well. They're arguing about his views on academia. They're arguing about his views on archaeology and academia, which is fucking boring and ridiculous. And it doesn't matter. Because we're not in real world. We're in Genshin Impact. This looks like the path has come to an end. Return to the previous room and look for clues. What? Not here then. I've got to return to the previous room. Seems a bit weird, isn't it? There's a mechanism there, look. And there's a homunculus kicking around. Why do you want me to return? Come on then. Obviously you just want me to fly around and ting my way around here, don't you?
You give, you receive.
The homunculus was... It's beyond me, isn't it? It's not actually in this room. Could actually teleport there, it might be quicker. Doors open. That's handy. Platforms with unique etchings. When stepped on, they disappear. Do not hesitate when you step on them. Press on. So now that's going to disappear and I can't come back. It's a one-way ticket. Or should I go down there? Maybe I should go down there. It looks interesting. Here's another fight.
Rain outlines your...
Wheel of life.
Nowhere to hide.
Try to unlock the rooms located deep within. It wants me to what now? Try to unlock the rooms. Well, I haven't got the clearance, look. Is this something that I need to keep exploring, to, you know, to come back to when I've built up clearance? Or is it that I get the clearance through my endeavours in this area? These sconces look like they could all be illuminated and they're not. But I don't think it will be this.
We can help.
Yeah, no. Nope. So my next question is, what's up there? Right, here I am. Flip the sunglasses within the time limit. Well, ting me then. I'm pressing. What do you think I'm pressing then? You know, you heard the ting. What do you think I was pressing? Oh yeah, ting me over there. Yeah, ting me over there. Yeah, fine. I'll go over there. There's one. There's two. Challenge complete. And what the fuck is my... What's that doing up there like that? What do you think I was pressing then? What could you imagine I was pressing then? Why is my chest up in the air like that? Oh,
That's everything. On to the next.
cheeky, you cheeky chuffer. There's no Geonculus in this room, is there? There's one off to the left. I need clearance for the door, don't I? Go on then. Wrong door. Can I release it and it will go somewhere else, or it's going in here? I don't want to go in there. Fucking dickhead, I want to go the other way. Took me right in the corner. There's nothing I enjoy more than following a really slow-moving, meandering light. You know. Right, so there's a Gemunculus and everything around here, but I haven't got the clearance. That's all it is. It's not that I'm stupid, it's that I don't have the clearance. But you might call this stupid. I want to go back and go down that hole. First of all, I want to see if I can jump across it. Oh, you can't climb on it either. Okay. Now I want to see what's down here. Sealy. I knew you should come down here. There's no way you're not coming down here, is there? What's this now? More clearance required. Do not have enough clearance. And these things
Incoming.
don't exist, look.
Jumpy Dumpty go!
They simply don't exist. So I need to turn them on somehow. I can't remember how to do that. In the wild, out in the world,
La la la.
you use, there's like a little floaty seed thing, and you stop it with your electricity and it turns those things on. I didn't see one in that room. Where the fuck am I now?
Da da da. La la la.
Well, I never. see why they put a teleporter down here now. It's long, isn't it, this? I doubt I'll have to go back there when I've got clearance anyway, so... Now what happened? I thought he said go the other side. Higher. Too low down. What the fuck, dude? Or maybe I'll go round the way that I came in, like the other way. You know, but on the other side, and maybe this door is open now. Yeah.
La la la. Da da da.
Life goes on.
I was going to attack him then, it's Jebrail. Okay, this is Jamunculus room. Well, there is a Jamunculus in this room. It's on top of that. There's a ship. Look at that. I was going to take a pause and just chill now for a minute because, like, I've been focused on the game and the mechanics of the game and getting the... But this is actually quite an interesting...
As in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
You've got the light coming in from the top. You've got the particle effect in the air. You've got the fact that it's a fucking boat. I suppose it's a little bit like how ancient Egyptians used to use the pyramids as tombs and bury loads of weird shit in there with them. Just what? What's going on? Why can't I ting? Up here with the boat. What I don't like as well is, look, you can see through the sky there, yeah? So can I get in through the top? Because maybe I can, but I've climbed all over the top of that and I couldn't get in. And it annoys me if I can get... Maybe I could have just dropped in through the top. Maybe you can't. I don't know. We're going to have to go and have a look on the outside. It's too late now. I could have got in here early, maybe. Been like, what the fuck's that boat? Got the boat working, so that's good. There's one of them things. That's the floor, and I was going to say I can step on it and it'll disappear. I'm following the, following the thing. Can't be wrong. Fuck. Should I release it, or am I happy with it there? What the fuck, dude? The wind is so strong, never mind, we might just get blown away too. We can only move when the wind dies down. What are you on about? I can't go through there. And now that thing's gone. Oh, it's back at the sconce. I've got to press it when the wind stops. That's a fan. Obvious, isn't it? Now I'm in here again. What's better than being in here again? Being in here again but not really knowing what's going on. Haven't I just unlocked that room? Oh, it feels a lot like I just unlocked that room. It says try and unlock the rooms. Higher, it says still. I just went round here and I unlocked this. I don't have clearance for that. I mean, it's a fan. What the fuck? Somehow I've followed that round, and I have followed it round, and it's come all the way around to here. Why hasn't it gone in its pillar? There's a question. There is a question. Where the fuck's it gone? Why hasn't it gone in its pillar?
Don't blink!
Is it back on the sconce? It's on a sconce though. Indiana Jones never had this trouble. Great, as I expected of my assistant, no mechanism or puzzle shall ever be your match. Now they're talking, just talking, about nonsense that means nothing. Ride the elevator. Thought it might go up. Ooh, look at that. Cool as fuck. An all-seeing eye thing atop. I don't know what's going on, man. Enter the room. Will do. Is this a mural? What do you think? Haha, he says. We're asking him if he's alright, if he feels fine. Like, he's not telling us what it is, he's just talking bullshit again. And then Paimon's telling us what she thinks. It's like people and something and a sun and an eye. And he's telling us that she's wrong. And then he's saying, what about you? What do you see? It's a solid structure, a rule by force. The sun and eye symbolise King Deshret. Beneath him are the 7 pillars, or so we call them, that hold up... Oh, I pressed it back. No, it's on auto, you fucking dick. As for his subjects, they're insignificant. They dare not express any complaint. They're forced to submit. Even so, they couldn't escape destruction. Is that really the case? Come now. So he might be wrong. And she's saying it's peaceful. And you can't just make up stories. He's got to be the one that says what it means. And I've got to choose someone's side. I'm not here to choose sides. So now we're arguing about what the mural means. So that's good. Now he's arguing with him. And they're angry. Something happened. It's a door, obviously, so can we go in it? $40 primos for that. Got no idea what's going on. I don't know if I even got my wasn't there a look there in that room there that we haven't managed to get into yet? Ultra Mirages, there's a Homunculus as well. Right to the top. Oh, we were all on the lift. We were all in the elevator. Just didn't see us there. And we're now back out here. I can just walk out here in the real world, like outdoors. I can just walk out here. It wants me to head up there, but obviously I'm to head this way and look at the viewpoint. Ooh. But I was supposed to look at that way, aren't I? I've been here before, obviously, haven't I? But I have not been and got this for some reason. This is weird. I've climbed the big pyramid. I had to go climbing it. Oh, look, you can get in. Oh, you can't get in. Cheeky. I think I've been here and seen this. Yeah, you can and can't get in. Very nice. And now I know how to do all these mechanisms. I should be able to fix this up and sort this then, yeah? Get my chest. No. Oh shit. Sweet. Well, that means I can just get in here. No clearance. Clearance schmearance. What? No, I'm in the wrong place. Now I'm in the wrong place. Oh god, now I'm down here. I'm gonna ride the elevator again, haven't I? No. Ugh. Ugh. So I'm sorry, dear viewer, if you're watching this and you think, oh, I want to see what's in there. We'll do it as another stream. Yeah, we'll put that on the list. Now that I know what's going on there, there's quite a lot to do, isn't there? In that. I think what I should do, what are we up to? 2.5 hours, nearly 3 hours. I'm going to bang on the drum here and just finish by doing a bit of combat in the abyss and then call the stream a day. I'm getting cramp in my legs. The dog needs attention. England will play football in less than an hour. I think it's all just a good time to seal it off. It's been a bit of a quiet stream. I felt a bit of a funny vibe. It just is what it is. Dendrocores. Burgeon Hyperbloom. Everything. 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 Oh, I haven't got Dendro Traveller on. I'll have to be collie. Might not have such a good run now. Just is what it is, isn't it? Just is what it is. Healer. Well, I suppose I'll go with my traditional squad, but maybe I need the healer on this side more than I need it on this side. You know? I don't know. Well, since I don't know, I'll just, you know, choose somebody. Where are you, Chuffer? Let's see how it goes.
Everyone's
Someone
hands.
that was immune to it, so that's a good start.
Sharing my knowledge.
Speed of light. Hey, cut to the chase.
Why is everyone so distant? All the mushrooms are distant.
Incoming. power of Guhua. No, my... Don't blink.
Eyes.
Incoming.
Hey,
Time to act. Nowhere to hide.
this might hurt a little.
They were so far away.
Temple of Wisdom.
And they're not even coming to attack me. It's like they're moving further away from me.
Speed of light.
Life goes,
Knife goes, ugh.
opening box of Adepti-Trix. Committed to memory.
With sword comes shadow. Hey! No, my sword!
This will be done. This will be fine. Okay. This might be a bit tougher. This is like the B team. Maybe not. We'll see how we
Following
go.
orders. A new punch.
We shall prevail! You're exposed! Flee! Yield!
I'll be back.
This is okay, isn't it? In terms of combat. Like, we seem pretty solid. We might not be quick, but we seem pretty solid.
No more tricks up your sleeve.
I mean, Razor's pretty good,
Up your sleeve. Need more.
even on their own, really.
Just like we rehearsed.
Grant us your blessing! Flee! Do your...
That's close enough. I'll be back.
Come on out.
Flee!
No more tricks up your sleeve.
I'm getting sick of this game.
Flee!
A little bit long now. And every time they hit me and it interrupts me, it annoys the piss out of me because it's slowing me down. But
Get back.
Don't touch all the amber. Help.
We shall prevail!
You want this one?
nice. Floor 9, Chamber 2. Character energy recharge or max HP. Since we've got a healer on both squads, I'm not too worried. I think we're going to get through these. I think it's just a war of attrition, and I think it's about getting them killed as quick as possible. We don't take anything for the chamber because we've got another chamber next, so we take everything for the floor. Energy recharge.
Body and mind. Rain outlines your fate. Let me... Don't blink!
I will melt
To the
these
chase.
choppers.
Hey!
Make yourselves at home. Go. Grow.
Oh, this is the... Yeah, okay, wait. I need to go somewhere else. I need to go over here and get these chuffers off
Nowhere
there.
to hide.
Podia. need to knock them off Valpodia. I need to go for the Samachill, the Geo one specific.
Sacred name, fortune preserve. Rain cutter. Don't blink. With sword comes shadow.
Okay, it's these.
I see everything.
If anything, I want to drag them over to this guy because he's on his own.
No, my sword.
See if they can all come over to me here, and then we can all die together.
Cut to the chase.
A little bit annoying that I haven't got a fire character here for the shield, but don't worry. We'll just get through it through energy power, magic.
Wheel of life.
Freeze the chopper.
Power.
Get in
Don't
there.
blink.
Nice. Next. Again, I'm going to try and
The Temple of Wisdom.
focus on the things that are
Everyone
causing
hold
me
hands.
problems from the edge. I want to get the Samachills out of the way first with these groups, but also I want to drag everyone out to this. These two are going to stand on the edge, and I want to drag everyone over to the same place if I can. They didn't come quick enough, but it didn't matter. Next. I'm finding I'm enjoying this now. I'm actually quite this part of this now is just getting me back into my vibe now. I'm actually enjoying myself again. I don't even know what's coming. I think they're Eremites. And I think we just go for it, don't we? We're not getting as much Dendro out of this as we could be.
Do your worst.
Shit.
I taste blood.
Go on, Razor Boy. Look at him go. Nicely done, Razor Son.
Fight this on for size. Got a dash.
Grant us your blessing.
We need the heals. Gotta be careful here. But just gotta go for it. At the same time as I've gotta be careful, I also have to just go for this. No! Okay, we've gotten out of the shields. And Razor can stop them from doing their moves. No, 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 no. If we keep them knocked about, we can stop them from kicking off.
Got a dash.
This has been good. Quite solid. This is only the first one. I only usually get the first two done. I don't only get half of the Abyss done usually, but character. This is the last chamber, so we can choose anything we want now. Character HP is greater than 50. Attack is up, instantly restores HP, or within character damage within sprint. Yeah, damage within sprint.
Rain outlines. Go. Incoming. Body and
Sharing my knowledge.
yeah. Speed of light. Opening box of adepti tricks.
Right, next. Are you up in
With
the
sword
air?
comes
What are you
shadow.
doing? Four of 10, so we 5 of 10.
Don't blink.
Okay, and then this is the second bunch.
Rain cutter. Incoming. Nowhere to hide.
And these will go quick, won't they?
Don't blink.
How are you doing that? Come on. Very quick. This might be a little more tough.
You are not welcome here.
We shall
End this
prevail!
now!
Just like we rehearsed.
Now you're testing my patience.
Just please take them down.
Yield!
They're nearly gone, that really worked. That big burst all together really worked, but now it's getting a little more tough.
Got a dash.
Got them. I mean, that was really nice. What happened there was that Connie and Amber did a burst thing, and that kicked off at the same time as Candice led him in prayer, and all the burst damage went all together. That was quite nice. If we'd have had Sucrose on that as well, we would have had like really kicking off there. That worked really well. I was really happy with that. So next floor, next chamber.
Surely I should
It's got like
do
a
a
sinking
growth
feeling in my
spurt by
chest just from there. Down like that. Maybe it's in my esophagus rather than my, you know, the worry of like the anxiety is like, oh my god, I'm having a heart attack. No, it wasn't that. Just like a weird feeling, like I'm gonna leave for now. The second half of that will get tougher. It'll be Geo Primus Viaps and stuff, and I don't want to start getting annoyed. I'm happy to take my cheeky primos. The next one has got, I'm sure, look, the Bathasmal Vishaps. I find them tough. We get through the floor 10, and then floor 11 becomes the problem to me. So, no stress. Got some bonus primos there. What's new in my bag here? Oh, these things. No space left again. Okay. Nothing particularly good to hand in other than 64 of these. Let's get those handed in. And then let's spend some stuff ranking up some characters and seeing where we're at. I haven't spent all my resin. I'm going to go and watch England play football. Going to walk the dog again, so I'll do the resin grind a bit later. But let's just quickly... Where am I going? I'm supposed to be... I'm going the wrong way. I'm going automatically. This will be a little wallop of more of them. They really need to build this, don't they, as a real life theme park. Oh, I'd love it. Here we go. Up to the shop. 60 of these chuffers. Been a while since I've been here spending these chuffers. More exchange. 64 for 32. 5, 1, 200. It's not bad. Not bad. Nice little chunk of change.
Thank you.
And as for characters, at the moment, Klee, 80 of 90. Nahida, 80 of 80 now. She's ready for Ascension. We're still waiting on a couple of those, but loads of them. But really, what's happened is, over recent weeks, 90 of 90. 80 of 90. 90 of 90. 90 of 90. 80 of 90. 80 of 90. 80 of 80. 80 of 90. 80 of 80, 80 of 80, 80 of 90, 80 of 80, 75 of 80. She's nearly on that top line, look. She hasn't got any chuffing artifacts, really. She's got a set, but not a special set. I mean, a good set, in a way. Interesting set, but not leveled up and good set. You know, we could grind some better artifacts. Her talents, 5s and a 4. They need to come up. We can do that today, can't we? Oh, that frozen chuffer. But, like, look, she's basically squad worthy. What about her weapon? Oh, the sacrificial fragments is at level 70. Oh, is it? Oh, someone's been working hard behind the scenes to level that up on the grind. Yeah, so she can be put in the squad for play. For play. She's basically up there now. She's not completely up there, but she's nearly up there, like. Diona, 70 of 80. Again, she's lagging behind with the talents. I got her because she's a little chuffer. She doesn't excite me because she's a little bow. you know, bows aren't really my playstyle, but she's nearly squad worthy as well, along with Layla, 70 of 70. Ascender, I don't even know it. Well, I do know it, it's just that I need some more of these curse scrolls. So she'll get ascended. 70 of 80 there, Shinobi. Look how many of these characters now. 70 of 80. 70 of 80, of course, Lisa. Dori, 70 of 70. Will not get ascended until we get fucking loads of those Lotuses. Connie, 70 of 80. You just saw her in action. That's my entire top line there. And there's loads of them now, aren't there? And the second wave coming through, Ningguang, 60 of 60. So she's actually really close. Barbara, 50 of 60, also close. And Benny, I suppose, is our next project. You know, I've got the materials to take him over an Ascension.
Where did that come from?
Have we got the books? I think we have. Benny is now 50 of 60.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
So we are closing in.
Not.
And actually, I did what Cruel suggested the other day. I tend to spend my resin in domains. I tend to do that. But you can grind these ley lines for XP. And yeah, you can also, if you run out of Mora, you can grind the ley lines for Mora. And I did that in the early parts of the game to level up my characters. And now I became more obsessed with domains and other things. But you can totally, and this week have I done all of my remaining boss clears? Let me just check that. I've got one cheap boss fight I need to have tonight. I need to start doing, actually we should do it on stream really. I need to start taking down the Electro Puppet and the whatever that is in Inazuma. There's like 2 boss fights I need to start repeating now. Maybe the Electro Puppet, where's that? There. I need to start doing this puppet. You know, maybe we have a bash at this today. Because I should be able to do this. But I need to do this thing for those puppet strings. And I also need to do the other one that's tough. Like, that is tough over here. Which I find really tough, to be honest. For these things as well. So that needs to go on the list. Maybe I'll have another go at this today now. One more boss clear to do. Half an hour before the football. I might do it later in the grind. Maybe I'll do it off. But anyway, I need to start stepping up the bosses because we've got used to doing these ones. I bang those every week now. Storm Terror and the Wolf. They're easy. Child, I don't need to do him every week. I've got quite a few of his bits and pieces. But I can do him. I can go in there and kick his head in. Ashajda. Started to be able to deal with that now on the regular. Ashajda. Can deal with that on the regular. What I need to start doing is factoring in this one, the workshop, and the one on Inazuma. So that's to come, yeah. I could do it on camera now. Gonna maybe bail because of the football. And like, if we were busy on stream, I might push it right close to the kickoff. But because of the football and walking the dog and stuff, and it's me on my own tonight again, I'm gonna bail. I might come on B-side stream later. You never know. But yeah, still a lot to do. What was I even saying? Boss-wise. And so I tend to spend my resin. That was what I was saying. I tend to spend my resin on those things. I tend to keep it for the domains and the time-sensitive things. But actually, I did go back to just... Because I was lazy this week, actually. I went back to the ley lines because I was just quickly going on stream to do my... Not stream, sorry. Quickly going on Genshin to do my resin grind, my primos. You know, I do my commissions, and I thought, rather than do a lot of it, like, what am I spending my resin on? Rather than thinking, I just quickly banged out the ley lines. And it was actually quite useful, because that's how those characters now, on this list, that's how some of these, Nahida and Mona, have got up into high ranks, Layla, quite quick. Starting to actually polish that off now. Like, my top line is quite extensive, and we're going to add Ningguang, and we're going to add Bennett, maybe Barbara, Fischl, Toma. These 3 at the bottom, Kaya, Goru and Shiku are right at the bottom of the list for me, but you know, I've got quite a lot of characters leveled up Like, that's quite a lot of resources, that's quite a lot of books, that's quite a lot of grind. Like, they're all going. 90s now even. Jinqui, the Traveller, is a 90. Kaching is a 90. I want my main characters. Chi-Chi needs to be a 90 as well, doesn't she really?
1, 2.
Maybe Klee. You know, they all do, don't they? So I'm really pleased with the pace.
Where are
And I might just bang some of those resins. Oh, hello, that was nice. Them walking past while I'm talking. I might just bang some of those resins in, for that reason, into more books, more until we've cleared off those characters, and then we can just focus on the other stuff.
so very much?
It's a bit like eating your dinner one thing at a time. Like in Genshin Impact, you eat mouthfuls of mixture, don't you? You like, you do a little bit of this domain, a little bit of those ley lines, a little bit of this, and I kind of think I feel at the moment like I might just want to just bang those ley lines over and over again until I've just got that top, because they're so close now, so many of them, so close. Maybe I should just be trying to top that out, or maybe I should be focusing on the talents, or maybe I should be focusing on the artifacts, or the weapons. You know, it's all mouthfuls of loads of good stuff all together, isn't it? But everything is getting to that top line now. Like, my top characters, he's got a 90 weapon, for example. She's got an 80 weapon. Like, most things here are you going to see of 80s on the way to 90s. I actually want to start refining the spear as well, and that requires going up the mountain and grinding out some teeth again. So I'm quite prepared to do that. That sounds like fun. Like, there's still, even when I'm done, there's still more to do in terms of my feelings about collecting and finishing and polishing off and having it fully ranked. There's still a bit to do. And then I'm going to start getting into, you know, enjoying the different weapons, being able to level up even my Favonian Lance and my Missive Wind Spear, as well as my main ones. You know, and then by the time I've started doing that, there'll be more characters, there'll be more expansions, there'll be more stuff. So it's all good in the hood. Really enjoying Genshin Impact still.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
But yeah, I'm going to knock it on the head now. Go and walk the dog, go and get some food, watch the football. Hope you have a good evening. If you watch this later, sorry that I was a curmudgeon at the start. I don't know. I am a human being. I just am what I am. I think it's all good in the hood. So, hey, Rockito Dorito, how you doing? How you doing? I didn't notice your chat. You see, I'm a chuffer for that. I'm a right chuffer for not noticing the chat as it comes through immediately. Hypercarry Chi-Chi. She's a good one, she is, isn't she? Chi-Chi's like one of my favourite characters. I've got her attack up to 1,700. I should quickly run through this as well, actually. Because for me, it's all about attack, isn't it? Klee's 1,500 attack. Nahida's 122. Kaching is 2,000. 2,000 attack, 100, but Chi-Chi is 1,700, so that's quite like, she's still like got quite a lot of attack. For some reason, this guy 1,700, he seems to be hitting weaker, doesn't seem to be hitting as hard as he used to. I might be wrong. She's only at 800, but it scales with defense, doesn't it? And she's got 1,000 defense. But as you go down the line, it gets smaller. Razor's still got a high attack. Candice is over 1,000. I don't know if you heard me counting, I did over 1,000. But my top line, like just on the number, Kaching is my best DPS, 2,000 attack. But Chi-Chi's next. Just on the number. Like, just on the number. Thanks for enjoying listening to my ramblings. You've joined at just the wrong time today in the stream. I was not moaning and complaining, but earlier I was saying I got a funny vibe because there wasn't anyone here and it was a quiet stream. So what we did today is we went round and did the final Geoculuses from this area. I just chilling, found all the Geoculuses, and then went to the slope and finished it off. Got the final reward from that. So we just did a simple thing. Nothing major, and I'm going to go in a minute. Anyway, Sunday's your work day, right? I didn't realise. It's alright, I'm not complaining. I'm not like, oh, you have to be here at my streams. It's just, like, in the long term, what I decide to do I've never been the sort of streamer, or media producer, sorry, to say, oh, this video is popular, let's do more of them. This is not so popular, let's not do that. Like, I don't do that. I do what I think I like, and what I love, and what I think is valuable. And for me, of a weekend, I like playing Genshin Impact. So, but I have noticed that in terms of growth, in terms of, like I was just saying this earlier, this is probably just a good way to finish this, is I can't get my head around it, but on the videos here, Genshin Impact streams were getting views, 40 views, 50 views, 30 views, 50 views, like on average about 20 to 100, somewhere in between that range, yeah? And the minute I stop uploading them to the well, give it its own channel, I've given it its own channel and uploaded them there now. Yeah, same content, isn't it? It's just they're there now. Yeah, they're on the playlist if you want to find them on the playlist. Like, but these videos get 1, 2, 3, 5 views, 7 views. Not many views. Like, why is it? Like, surely it should be the opposite. You put it on its own channel, so it's like, that's the rules of YouTube, isn't it? What I'm doing on my main channel is wrong. I'm doing all different kinds of content all mixed together. That's confusing for people. If they like Genshin Impact, they only want to see the Genshin Impact. Don't give them all this other shit. It annoys them. They start unsubbing when they see it in their feed. Instead, just give them Genshin Impact. And so I have done. I put it on its own channel, Genshin Impact. 3 subs, 2 views. What? Because literally a month ago on this channel, like, it's been a month now since I stopped uploading them on this channel, so I'm a bit worried about that. I'm thinking, did the 80 people who watch that, 40, let's say on average you've got at least 40 who watch a regular Genshin Impact video on Ganji Kid, yeah? Do they think I've stopped playing it? Do they think I just decided to fuck it off? I've stopped uploading it. They're too long. Yeah, but these are the stream archives. They're not like, you know, if someone wants to watch the stream archive, they can. These are streams. That's what they are. Like, I've got, if you want to, if you, like, I don't know how to quite explain this, but I could edit those, like the stream, into 4 30-minute episodes, couldn't I? Or I could edit it down, taking out all the crap and all the stuff into a really concise 30 minutes. Like when Dish does it, she will do, but like they're all, before we get into that, the point here is that whether my videos are too long or too short, they're the same on both channels. On Gravekipper, the Genshin Impact videos get 50 views, but on Ganji Impact they get 2 views. They're the same videos, the same thumbnails, same videos, stream archives, same thing. So, like, why would one channel get them and not the others? Especially when it's the same video producer, it's me. So if you're worried about where's my Genshin Impact, why don't you have a look on my channel and watch my recent live, and I'll tell you where the Genshin Impact is. Maybe I haven't made it clear enough. Maybe I need to make an advert, you know, like a 3-minute, Genshin Impact has moved. Do you know what I mean? I need to do that. Maybe it's because I've been uploading on one longer, yeah. Maybe it suggests it to people more. I don't know. But it seems weird, doesn't it? Because I'm doing all the rules. I even got told in comments. There was a comment on here by someone who watches me called Susan, and she said, "Look," she says, "I don't play games. Take care. Stay safe." There, and she said it again. It's really particularly Susan here. Look, sorry, I do not play games. Take care. Stay safe. Can't wait for another video to watch. So Susan is an example of someone who is tuning into my live stuff and he's not interested in games. Now, if every now and then I play a game, like for example, we did the Waifu Simulator, Sex, Respect and Waifus, Kira Kira Star's idol project. If I do one stream of it and Susan turns up and he's like, I don't really play games, I'm like, don't worry Susan, this is a one-off. We're going to do this one stream, have a look at this game. You might be interested in what's going on. We're not going to play it every episode. She'll stick around for that. We did E-Girl Simulator, Needy Streamer Overload. Susan will stick around for one stream like that. That's fine. I can mix it in. But if it's every week there's another Genshin Impact video, she's told me I don't like, these videos are being uploaded and I'm not interested. So they're coming up in my feed and I don't want it. So for Susan's sake, really, I've moved Genshin Impact onto its own channel. Maybe there are some people that see this channel as a Genshin Impact channel with some weird lives going on. And I should have moved the lives. Maybe it was that. But in terms of which gets the most numbers, the simple way to decide it, look, is that Genshin Impact's got smaller numbers than the lives, so the lives might as well stay. They're getting bigger numbers. I think that makes sense, doesn't it? And if anything else like gets filled, like let's say I start doing the flight simulator again, because we've got flight simulator and we play it sometimes. Let's say I start doing that again and it starts happening more and more, and somebody makes a comment, you know, when's the next live, because you're uploading a lot of flight simulator. I'll say, all right, I'll put flight simulator on its own channel. People have started to notice. Do you know what I mean? Like, that makes sense to me. So, like, maybe my audience is mixed, yeah, but like, what the rules of YouTube are that you focus on the one thing on a particular channel, and people like it more. Not you move it to its own channel and they say, right, well, fuck that then. I'm not going over there and watching it. I'm not going to Genshin Impact to watch it. That's a waste of my life. I used to enjoy watching your Genshin Impact streams on video format uploaded to YouTube, but not on a different channel. Fuck you. I don't know. I just don't know. I think the problem is, if I say off the top of my head, it's that they don't know I've done it. That it's not obvious to people. That people don't click that channels button and have a look. That they have said, where is the latest video? There isn't one. They haven't sorted it out any further than that. I need to make a video on there that says, hello everyone, Genshin Impact has moved. So you're a month behind now, you fuckers. And then that's the best I can do. That's the best I can do, isn't it? But I mentioned it in the content like I'm mentioning it now. And you would think as well, this is the other thing, you would think that if you've been watching these videos on YouTube and and they stop and he's been doing them consistently for 6 months, you might just look and see what's happening on Twitch. Oh, he's still doing them? Oh, look, he's talking about when he does them. I don't know. Yeah, pin the update video. It's going to have to be that, isn't it? I don't really have one of those videos. I just, if you tune into the channel, if you hit the channel itself, then you get the most recent Thus podcast comes up, because I think that's the one that I want people to see the most. So that comes up. Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird, YouTube. But that's happened, so... And then we've been sorting out our schedule as well. Last stream, we've been looking at this. That because Genshin Impact is the thing that gets the least number of views on all of my content, as I've just shown you, even if we move it on its own channel and they start watching it and it gets 100 views a video, that is still not as much as the other stuff that I do. So my future schedule wants to look a bit like this, I think. Podcasts on the Monday. Wednesdays and Thursdays are YouTube streams. One of them for charity. One of them for, like, doing the other stuff we do, like criminology or... body language or whatever. And then it used to be Genshin at weekends on Twitch, but I might be tempted to change the Friday to a YouTube stream maybe, and have Saturday's Genshin stream, and then a different game on Sunday or a day off. I think the amount of content that Genshin's offering... wait, what's my biggest view maker? My biggest view maker, most popular things, is when we did this Mud Flood stuff. I mean, that Thus podcast counts. It got 10,000 views, but I think it got like caught a bit of a strange algorithmic wave and then died off. So I don't want to count. There's no point in taking your top one video and saying that's the thing. I don't think it is. I think you need to look at the wider picture. When I did this Martin Leaker stuff and the Mud Flood reset and Jade and the body language, like what it was it's conspiracy theorists, and in their little group they were having a drama. So it's got two things. It's conspiracy theorists and drama. So I covered it. Like, what happened was this woman said that this guy had stolen some money off her and they organised a tour together and that he was being a creep and all this sort of stuff. So I covered it and it got a few views. But I don't want to I'm not going to do that every week. The Mud Flood reset stuff gets a bit of views. And then Madeleine McCann. Body language analysis of Madeleine McCann on film. And if I'm honest, I think what happens is some of these videos get more views because you see I'm hovering over it. And you see a little moving thumbnail, right? That one, when you hover over it, you see this picture of a grown-up girl, and it's Zoella, and I'm telling you about a previous channel that I used to run. But it looks like I might have got a video of a grown-up Madeleine McCann, and that seems weird. So people might go, oh, what is that? And click it. You know, I don't know. These are just me talking, though, so maybe people have clicked that because they just want to see the video. But yeah, overall, these are my top performing lives over the last 2 years. Tartaria and Antiquity debunking of conspiracy theory, and talking about Madeleine McCann and then the Thus podcast, crime drama, and I think Thus is going to continue to grow. That's the the good bit. I should cover Alex Jones. It'll give me views. The problem with Alex, you see what just happened. I've got a problem. I've got ethics, and it's not all about views for me. It's like the problem with what's just happened with Kanye West and Alex Jones is I could cover it, I suppose. There's a really good documentary. I have to say this quick because I need to get off in a minute because England are going to play. But Kanye West documentary, Netflix, I think it is, mental health. Like what happened to Kanye West recently is that he it's Genius on Netflix. What happened is that he had a mental breakdown because like this 3-part documentary charts it. He's very, very close to his mother when he's growing up. I don't think his dad's around, and his mother's a really heavy influence on his life. She's a teacher and she's very into education and raising her son. The other thing you really notice is that she always praises Kanye. She's always his biggest supporter, and she also keeps his feet on the ground a bit. Doesn't keeps him on the hard work road rather than the like she tells him he's talented, but you've got to work hard and people aren't going to hand it to you because we've got it tough in life and you've got to work hard, sort of thing. So she's a really important influence in his life. You see it in the film, and then he gets big, he makes it successful. You see his struggle to make it successful. You feel for him. I had the college dropout on repeat when I was building my own business. I had working this grave shift, I ain't made shit. I wish I could buy me a spaceship and fly on repeat when I was mopping the floor of my own salon at 8 o'clock at night when everyone else has gone home. I used to, feel that. I love Kanye in lots of ways. So, you're right, I should talk about this on my YouTube since it's popping off, but the point is, right, let me just finish it now quickly. Then what happened is his mom died, and he's obviously had a mental breakdown. Like, obviously, he's gone off with this Kim Kardashians. I don't know what kind of drugs they've been doing. Quite often with these people, there's something wrong with the cocaine, and or maybe they spike them with bad. Like, if you're Kim Kardashian and you want to get your divorce on, maybe you give Kanye some dodgy powder, and there's like dodgy powder that makes you go nuts available, and it does. There is, and like he snorts a couple of lines of this weird shit, and then he goes weird. And that helps in your divorce, doesn't it? So I don't know what's happened, but his mom's died, he's had a mental breakdown, he's on the drugs, and what happens then is that the people around him, and you've seen it on that, if you've seen that Alex Jones, that bloke in the blue jumper that's up, these people on the plane with him, they're not his mates. What they're trying to do is feed off him, leech off him, steal as much money as they can, use him as much as they can, and he's going to be left like an empty shell. When he's lucky they've frozen his bank accounts, because otherwise he'd give all his money to the wrong people. Like, he would waste it on a stupid thing like trying to be president. Kanye is on a mental health journey, and he's got no one guiding him and helping him. He's got the opposite of that. If you've lost your marbles on a mental health problem, if you're psychotic for some reason and you're a normal person, then you have people around you in your family and friends that might try and guide you, the NHS, you might even get sectioned, whatever. But if you're a rich chuffer, then you've got people trying to steal from you. You've got people trying to take your money and like wring you out and use you. So it's drugs and grief, psychosis, whatever. Maybe, I'm not saying it was definitely Kim Kardashian, but who knows. I've got other stories I can relate to this, so maybe we will do an episode about bipolar, because I've got a totally different story I can relate to this, about someone I know in life that went through this and they skanked all his money. And then once they've skanked your money, you're not so useful to them, but so what? So it's obvious that's what's happening to Kanye. That is what's happening to him. So I'd feel it really disingenuous and immoral of me to make an episode about let's react to the Kanye West is a loser. Like, let's react to Kanye West being an idiot because he's got mental health problems, and I'd be trying to make some views off someone with I love Asmongold, but I didn't like it when he covered the Johnny Depp trial, because until the end of the trial we didn't know if it was actual domestic violence. And let's say you make loads of views and loads of subs and all that off domestic violence, what are you going to then go on to talk about domestic violence in your content and be there as a resource and a hub for those suffering with domestic violence? No, you're going to leave it in the air like a bad fart and just move on. Like, what if it turned out Amber Heard was not guilty, was innocent, and Johnny Depp was guilty? You just covered a load of domestic violence for fun and views. And in this, I find it distasteful that everyone is willing to jump into the feeding frenzy and get a piece of the feeding frenzy. And it's it's someone's mental health and they're using him. So let's all get a piece of that. So I see what you're saying. Topically, I could cover some more topical things. I find it difficult because politically you end up having arguments with people, and personally I have got quite strong ethics. I'm vegan, for Christ's sake, and so I find it distasteful in some ways, some of the things that get done on the internet. I don't know, but you're right. I did think about this. I watched Asmongold covering the interview, and I thought I'm going to play Genshin Impact this weekend, but people who are successful are going to talk about Kanye. So you see him as a good businessman, not a good person. I see him as a bit of both. He's very Texan, I'll say that. I'm very much more British, but I see him as a bit of both. I see him as a warrior. And I do think to myself, I think I totally see your point, and I totally agree. If I wanted to make it big this weekend, I need to be talking about what people are talking about. Because I'll tell you for why. I'm lucky that you've come to watch my stream and to check it out, because most people will be interested in this. So they could look at it through the prism of their favourite streamer, and if their favourite streamer is not covering it, if Asmongold wasn't talking about it, they'd go and watch someone else. So Asmongold would rather they watch him than someone else, bottom line. Wouldn't I? So am I not foolish to say, oh, I'm too moral, I'm too ethical to cover this? So I'll just say nothing then, will I? And my voice won't get heard. Actually, what I've said is an important point and something to put forward into the conversation. So maybe you're right. Maybe I should be saying these things. I find it so difficult to know exactly where to pitch my feelings and ethics in terms of content, because I don't want to be beating people about the head with my ethics. Everyone's got their own ideas. We're not here to argue. I'm here to try and create some entertainment in ways, and other ways I hold people to account, I would say, is a good way to say it. Not just Darkside Phil, but other people as well, like Martin Leaker, like these conspiracy theorists. But at the end, I offer some resource and support and say, if you have been confused by conspiracy theorists, don't worry, I'm still kind of on your side, and I think you can be a good person just in a confused world. So that's what I try and do. I watched Asmongold covering that interview. Like I said, I'd find it very hard to just sort of watch and react, because it's just so like this. What really should have happened, he shouldn't be doing those interviews. The people around him shouldn't be putting him on these platforms. It's like, that he's suffering and you're still doing it. It's disgusting. I thought the Tyson Fury Derek Chisora fight was disgusting. Why not cover it objectively with spring to my point of view? Well, one, I'm still feeding off his suffering, and two, is that I'm thinking maybe you're right, actually. Maybe I should. But two is there's another couple of reasons. Is one is profiting from his suffering, but two is that what I tend to do is I start a bit of a. I don't say what everyone else is saying. Everyone else is saying other stuff, and then they don't like me. My opinion is quite different from the mainstream in the main, quite often. And so what I do is I increasingly narrow down my audience by saying things that you don't like, they don't like, she doesn't like. Increasingly we get down to a very small niche number of people who think exactly like me on all fronts. The more topics we cover, the more people I offend. If I don't profit, someone else... somebody else will. Yeah, they can, like they do. Yeah, they can and do. There are some things I just don't want to touch for certain reasons. And there's another reason as well, right? Check this out. Is that, let's say I cover that and it goes well, and then next week there's a new thing in the news and I have to cover that, and then next week there's a new thing in the news and I cover that. Then what I become is beholden to the news. I'm going to do well if the news is interesting. And also, let's say I'm working on a song on my other computer and trying to get a song edited, and I haven't managed to finish exporting the new song I've done this week. So let's say I'm doing something else and the news kicks off, Kanye does an interview. I have to be on stream, bang. I feel it in me. It's like a compulsion, like a pressure, and I get angsty and stressy, and I don't deliver a good stream. I'm stressed, I'm angry, I'm not delivering a good stream, I'm getting eggy, I'm doing rants. I turn into a reactive rant streamer, and when things happen on the news, I feel like I have to be on it. It feels like a pressure, so I don't want that pressure. I don't like that. I'm not tabloid journalism, I'm just not that. So people lean on it a lot like you said, for views. And I certainly am happy, now that you've mentioned this, I'm happy to do an episode on it. And I've got lots of plans for lots of episodes. And what tends to happen is that by the time it's Monday or Tuesday and I sit down to the computer and say, right, I've thought out my thoughts, I've written some notes, I've got Kanye West episode ready to go. And then he's said something else and done something else and it's old chip paper and no one cares anymore. It's too late. I'm not on the cusp. So with current affairs like that, I'd rather than always be late and never quite be up to date and making myself feel anxious and stressed about having to keep up with it, I'd rather just not do it and do more general, what we could call, like, there's a worry as well about this content. I'm talking too much now because I need to finish and go and watch the football because England are going to kick off at 7 and it's 5-2. But we call legacy content. If you want to watch Madeleine McCann on film, body language analysis, that is always going to be relevant. It's always going to be, you can tune into that from now till forever, can't you? Tesla, Tartaria, Free Energy, Antiquitech. I demolish it. I talk all about electricity and how it works and why it's not. But that's always there. That's a 4-hour episode. It's always there. The podcasts, you can tune into that at any time and it's going to still make sense. If I do a thing about what Kanye West said this week, and then 2 weeks down the line he retracts it and it all goes this, and it might be that that's not really relevant to people. I might work really hard on a 4-hour episode and then in 2 weeks it's no news, it's down in the bin. So what we call legacy content is always appropriate, always, you can always tune in and watch it, and it's not dated or it's not connected to a certain time and it doesn't become useless or obsolete. So it's still documented, even if he retracts it. But do you know what I mean? It's about obsolescence, it's about becoming obsolete, about being old news. No one cares anymore. So if you can make content, and in general, I agree with you though, I'm quite happy to cover it. But let's see if by the time I'm ready to cover it next week, by the time I've got my ducks in a row and, whatever, if it's still relevant. Quite often there's a whole list of things that I've chosen not to cover because of that. Because they just ended up being not as important or relevant. Become a history channel, yeah, I could do that. It's just a principle though, of like general principle for content. It's not every piece of content I do has to follow those rules, but it's a general principle that I decided to follow when I started making content. And like, this is a good example. Liz Truss, Vile Liar or Idiot Fool. I did it there. I reacted to the day's news. 82 views. That's in the bin now. Liz Truss has become the Prime Minister. She's like been booted out of Prime Minister. It happens fast, doesn't it? It becomes old news. Whereas the Bible proves the flat earth, you can go and watch that now and decide if the Bible proves the flat earth. No, it fucking doesn't. Always relevant for those people. So I think there's something in that. It's been really interesting talking to you though and thinking about these things, because I agree. I watched Kanye, I watched Asmongold talk about Kanye. There's this one other thing I wanted to quickly say about this, because you were talking about it and I wanted to say it to you. Dish is a Genshin Impact streamer, and what she does is she does long streams, but on her channel here, look, let me just pick something. Sumeru Archon Quest, there's a 5-hour one. That's the full long stream, isn't it? That's the full long stream. I thought she edited them actually. Am I tripping? There's edited content on here anyway, isn't there? Like, the trick to it is not just to upload your 5-hour streams, it's to upload edited content. I totally get that. And if I wanted to grow as a Genshin Impact streamer, then what I should be doing is I should be taking each stream that we do and making a little 30-second clip out of it. I should be making a little 30-second clip. I should be making a little maybe 3-minute video as well about me talking about something, and maybe a 40-minute video where we do maybe one of the quests, but I edit it right down just to the main fun bits, and that would really help the channel grow. But like, that's an entire job of work, and then I'm just a Genshin Impact streamer who does editing on the side. These other things that I'm doing can't be done. Like, I know how much work this all takes. You'd say, oh, we'll just do one channel then. No. Like, I'm doing podcasts as well as lives, as well as playing other games. That's me. That's who I am. I'm never going to just focus on one thing. Otherwise, I'd be bored. Just like, I've done it all my life. I'm eclectic. That's how I am. So, a variety stream. Yeah, exactly. So, I have got Ganji cuts. So what I do is I go on a Genshin Impact stream and I say, right, look, we did a tier list. I'll get that, cut it down, 20 minutes, bang, that's an episode. That time I talked about, I Are You a Gamer Genshin Impact streamer reacts to Asmongold. Like, you know, that cut, put it as a video. These work. 400 views. 400 views. They work. That's good. And people watch it and then they find my content and go and watch me play Genshin Impact. So this is fulfilling that part. You know, if I was lucky enough to have a bit more resource as we get things moving, I need more money coming in from these. You know, I need to get monetized on the Genshin Impact channel, monetized on the, well, that's not monetizable. It's only got 3 subscribers, but monetized on the Ganji cuts and monetized on the main channel. On the lives, I need to start getting members and super chats. When that money starts coming in, I can say, I'm going to take that money and pay an editor. And then I'll say to the editor, look, every week I play Genshin Impact, here's the channel. Can you please start doing those 3 videos every week that I just described? You'd watch that type of video, what the edited one I was talking about, yeah. You saw it in my recommended. If you saw it in recommended. The edited ones, you mean? Yeah, I think people would. But for me, it's a whole day's work. Like, honestly, I know how much editing is required. I do a little bit at the moment for our streams, but it's quite a lot of work. So what I think is, as a streamer, you either focus on Genshin Impact and edit and stream, or you do what I'm doing and hire an editor. So, you know, it's got to be the editor. I don't want to take 2 days, 3 days off streaming so that I can edit. No thanks. Or I could work harder. There's another option. I could get up earlier and work harder. So at the moment, it's build up to the money to pay an editor and work harder. That's what it's got to be. But bear in mind, I've filled that gap by having a clips channel instead. This is like a stop gap. It's like a, you know, patch up. This is Asmongold TV clips channel, isn't it? So this fills that gap. If there's anything particularly easy to edit out of an episode, I'll stick it on the clips channel. And there can be all sorts of clips. They can be Genshin Impact or anything. So we use that. And I do my edits. If I'm doing a game review, I've got another edits channel, Ganji Arts. Again, not just Genshin Impact, but these are all edits that I've done. Stopped doing them because they, again, weren't paying off in terms of views. The idea was the edits were supposed to get more views than the mainstream and bring people to the mainstream. But actually, the mainstream was getting more views than the edits. So, like, fucking stop doing the edits. But these are proper reviews of games and things on there. You want to see me grow, yeah. Careful not to be... Oh, don't worry, it's kicking off now, so I'm going to miss a minute of it, but don't worry. And I'm going to grow, thanks. If you want to see it, that's good. It proves that people are here enjoying the content. I'm going to grow either slowly and the way we've been growing, you know, slowly and steadily. Because this has... We talk about 10Xs. Okay, the way you got to think of it is that when I started, I was pulling 10, maybe 20 people on a video. Yeah, maybe 10 or 20. Now I've times that by 10. 100 to 200. Well, maybe not so much on the Genshin Impacts, but, you know, on these lives, I've turned 10s and 20s into 100s and 200s. I've done that. It's taken 2 years, but I've done it. The next step is to put another 0 on the end. And it's like that on YouTube. You know, things grow a bit more exponentially, don't they? So we will put another 0 on the end. I will keep improving the content. In January, we'll become more consistent and we will have improved content. More guests, more people in this room, a belly dancer, all sorts of shit. You wait. You wait. But I can't also edit 3 hours of Genshin Impact every day as well. So it's all juggling in balance. It's all good, yeah. See you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. I will be here again tomorrow. What day is it? No, tomorrow's Monday, isn't it? So I might be on after the football on the B-side stream or some shit. I don't know. But tomorrow's Monday, but there's no thus. So I've got an episode sort of planned. We'll see how it comes out. If it happens, might be on the main channel. So yeah, you be good, my little puckos. And if you can't be good, you're naughty. And I'm naughty because now the dog's going to need a walk at half time. Because he needs another walkie, I reckon. But anyway. Thanks for being here. It cheered me up right at the end, to be honest. It did. It cheered me up. So, yeah. Thanks. Thanks for you helping me cheer me up. Thanks. I'm the main one. I hope you have a good evening too. And you might as well go and watch the football too, because you never know. Well, you do know. You know.